Yeah.
Boy, I'm so brutally honest with this stuff. We did like a fourth version. We're doing this. I'm giving it a name. Welcome to the Enlightened Centrist podcast.
Perfect. Oh, I love it. Love it.
Oh God. Well, I do like the name. Me and our producer friend Justinian. You're about to listen to us catch up live on air.
Mm-hmm.
For the first time since basically June 2015. We went to Justinian, you go. You tell them.
Yeah. So we went to, and I don't even know how much sauce I want to put on this, but it's supposed to be a prestigious high school in fucking Brooklyn, New York, right? And I would say like, I don't know how you felt, but I did feel like a little lost at Brooklyn Tech. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get into that. I'm from, I don't know. Well.
Oh yeah, intros. Yeah, where you from?
Downtown New York. I'm 28, and I don't know. I'm a teacher by trade, and I also went to school for screenwriting. We didn't do that last time. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm 28, Staten Island, screenwriting, history teacher. So.
Oh yeah, and I would say I am from Brooklyn. I'm a graphic designer by trade, and I am 27 years old.
Okay. And audience, me and Justinian have not talked. I mean, we've talked a little bit. Again, I know the basic broad strokes, but there's a lot of shit I don't know about our friend here, and he doesn't know about me. Like that time I had sexual relations with 5 black guys on a beach.
You're gonna get fucking canceled.
I'm already canceled, bro. And well, I guess I also so the point of the podcast, I like to lay it out that quickly. We're both basically, well, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna find out in real time.
Oh yeah.
We live in a probably, I don't know, dude. Some shit might start. It's already started, I think, but I don't know. I don't want to make any predictions just yet, but I'm basically, Justinian's a centrist. I'm basically a centrist. And that's kind of, I don't know. We're gonna kind of, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go, but I don't know. We'll get that. That's probably later in the program, I guess. Well, all right. Who goes first now? You want to go first, Justinian?
Okay. Well, like, if we map it out, let's.
Because mapping it out, I'm from Staten Island, and we meet in Brooklyn Tech in 2011.
Yeah, and it's like, high school's very confusing, but like, I don't know, man. It was. I don't regret much of it, but
I don't either.
It was still like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, man. How about this? Talk about how did you feel about attending this high school? Like, how did attending this high school shape or change the way you viewed the world? Because obviously, like, Brooklyn Tech was super fucking diverse and super big. So, like, how did those experiences, like change how you viewed, I guess, your place in the world and, like, all that shit?
Yeah, I got in. Yeah, the reason I went to Brooklyn Tech was because my father was a big believer in achievement and education. Not education, but achieving stuff. Like, he really felt that life was about being better than you were the day before. So he really kind of pushed this on me. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's I mean, I used to be more supportive of Brooklyn Tech than I am now. After, I don't know. I mean, that's gonna get into actually what we talk about later on. I'll say that Brooklyn Tech is like the peak of what, to use the political term, what liberalism is in America.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
At the time, yeah, I was definitely. Oh man, oh man, I don't want to rag on it either, you know, because we met. That's how we met, you know.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you on like I felt like I kind of the same thing where like I came from a very heavy education background, and a lot of the times
Right.
growing up I felt like I was kind of forced to achieve more than I necessarily
Yes,
wanted, you know, like
I did too. But that's the liberal dream. That was the idea of both right and left. Obama, Bush, Clinton, Reagan, they all basically agreed on that. That's what we didn't even know what to call it. We just kind of knew that's what this life is,
oh
right?
dude, we're going to get to this point where I feel like this is much like further in, but this whole push to go to college has like backfired.
It broke the country. It broke, and we're seeing it right now. I mean, we okay. We'll get that's later,
Yeah.
but at the time, we didn't know. We were 15, and I don't know. I for a year I do still I don't know. I mean, it's weird. I have changed my opinions on it, but I don't know. I don't regret it either, and I did love the idea of diversity and all. I mean, it sounds like such a woke buzzword now, but there is some. Well, contrary to what you'll hear on the right, there is value in it. And I liked that for years until semi recently, but we'll get that into that. But I guess that's well, oh god, because we really started talking in September 2012.
Yeah.
We're gonna flash back together. You ready?
I'm ready.
Because we talked a little bit in Cunningham's class. Did we catch that? Was that before we recorded again or after?
We're good. Like I think yeah, Cunningham.
Was that? Well, yeah. We met. It was a biology, ninth grade biology class, and then and you were. I forget because we talked a little bit then, but then it's fine. You remember this in sophomore year we had the same like homeroom class, which you only ever went to.
Dude, did we both
Remember
have
that?
a villa?
Yeah, then did you have a Vila and then did you have Laparoff?
Yeah, for DDP, right?
Okay, that's yeah. And then we had so I didn't because there was the Sean. Remember him?
Yeah, yeah.
Sean was in. Okay, that's because I was like, wait, did I also? We were in two classes together, so we knew of each other and we talked.
Mm-hmm.
But then we met again in HR in the homeroom class, which again you only ever did, I think 3 times in the year, and then yeah, man. See, now I'm getting the flashbacks, and we had the first and second period off, and so what you and me would do, we go to the cafeteria and just bullshit for, I don't know, like what 90 minutes, 45 minutes.
Dude, good times, man. Holy shit, good times.
Well, remember Brandon? There was Brandon.
Brandon was fucking crazy. He was insane.
He was a nut job. He was a fucking. I don't know what happened because he got better like pretty quickly.
Yeah, he did.
But holy fuck. Yeah, dude. So we did that. And junior year, we talked a little bit less because we just didn't have the same classes.
That's
I
when
think
they split us up with the majors.
Yes, right. And then senior year, we have what do we have? We had breakfast again,
Yeah.
like that period off. You ended up in my. I guess I could talk about that later. I was my high school passion project. The thing I wanted to do was be a comic book writer. I wrote a comic book, and yours truly and this guy, they're based on it. I guess they're in it. You know, me and him.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a big significance there. So, and then let's see. I mean, I'm trying to go through before we analyze it as much interesting stuff as possible. I mean, let's put it this way. How did you feel after getting out of Brooklyn Tech in 2015? What did you feel?
Oh, dude,
Because I felt pretty happy.
No,
but what did you feel?
I was lost.
Really?
I was completely lost.
Well, see, I didn't know that. So we're now in territory where I'm about to learn some new shit.
Okay, let me give it to you. So like, so when I was in my physics major, right, at Brooklyn Tech, that was a lot of fun because I love math and science, and it was fun like because I started off in physics like dog shit. I was getting like 60s on everything, And then it clicked, and then I started doing like amazing in physics. And I had a small circle of friends in that major that like changed my outlook, like my view on so many things, dude. It was crazy. It was like I would say I was my most liberal in junior year of high school.
Well, all right. So I'll stop you there just really quickly. Liberalism in general,
Oh yeah,
it's a very teenage philosophy.
yeah.
No, yeah, I think it's a cool thing about it. I think I don't know, that's why I don't denigrate it. That's why yeah, I guess the point of the podcast. I mean, I'll say this again probably later, but the quickest way to become a centrist is to, and I'm just repeating a fucking line I told our friend Justinian, try not to use the code name. If you want to become a centrist, or at least centrist thinking, take every political philosophy seriously.
Yep.
And you'll get there.
Yep.
Because then you'll kind of get what they're going for. And liberalism is about individualism and freedom, and that's obviously all very. But I don't know, that's where it gets interesting, I guess. Because one wonders, is that a teenage thing, or is that an American thing? You know, like, are there teenagers in like Albania or Thailand that don't really rebel?
They gotta. They have to.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we'll talk about that later, because that gets into what those philosophies even are. But yeah, I figure, because I was too. Actually, what's funny, right? But here's the thing. Before that, okay, all right. So when would you say you first started having political thoughts?
It was junior year of high school, and it was brought to me by this one good friend I had. Her name was Georgia. And she basically, and this is gonna like, this blew my mind when I figured it out, right? But like, dude,
yeah,
she taught me everything I needed to know that was gonna be upcoming. Like you know how there was like the social justice warrior shit going on and all that. She taught me everything I needed to know.
God, yes.
Yeah.
But that was social justice. That gets into the impersonal history of things, because the social justice warriors, they do start in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And look, this is from Ben Shapiro. I do think he's right. A lot of that stuff it's Obama 2012, like surrogates, not propaganda exactly, but I do think he basically created woke. I would say Obama in that year specifically. It was there before, of course. But something happened where the year after that, you got like the Tumblr people.
Dude,
remember those people?
That was me. I was on Tumblr.
Right. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's all on I don't know. I mean, I guess that's an open question, but they definitely coincide with Obama's second term, along with, yeah.
I wouldn't put it all on him, because you know what I would say? I would say Obama gave a very nice environment for that kind of stuff to like flourish. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like,
it's funny. Yeah, I know. I get why he did it, because I'm that guy. I do like listening to the kids. I do like listening to their ideas and stuff. I don't know. I mean, that's an open question with Obama in general, is how radical he really was. Because a lot of the right will treat him as like he was fucking Malcolm X, right?
Yeah.
But then the left, the left will treat him like he's Reagan, basically. Yeah, so it's and I'll get into why I think that is. But okay, so Georgia, I haven't even thought about that woman, and I don't know how. I mean, okay, what did she show you?
I knew
in 20 what?
I knew everything regarding like all the different sexual identities, all the orientations, right. like. Right. It's hard to explain, but she gave me a very good foundation on like, this is what's emerging on the left that will soon become mainstream, right? Like she's telling me about transgender versus transsexual versus, well, I don't know if that's allowed anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like she's teaching me all this shit, and I'm like, I'm just absorbing it, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is super interesting. This is super cool. And then like, dude, after I left Brooklyn Tech.
Well, we're that's spoiler territory.
Yeah,
that's spoiler. my thing. I started reading about politics. I was very into this stuff at a young age. And I guess I was just I don't know, because the thing with the Democratic Party, I don't know. I mean, a lot of politics is personality, I think. I think some people, they just like community more than others, you know? And they like the idea of their own thing. That to me, I'm still registered as a Democrat.
That's so
again,
funny.
full disclosure,
Dude.
full disclosure to the audience. I voted for Bernie twice, Hillary, Biden, and then the bad orange guy. But we're gonna talk. We didn't even mention his fucking name yet, but I did vote for him.
Dude, you're a registered Democrat, and I think I don't vote in New York anymore. But when I did vote in New York, I was a registered Republican.
All right, we're gonna talk about that. I didn't know. I didn't fucking know that. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna know about that.
We'll get to that.
So but yeah, I mean, just to, I guess maybe close up. Well, all right, two things. One is, I think it's because liberal finally, like, it's this thing it's called right liberalism, and that's the idea, which it's what people think of when they think of conservative. It's the idea of, I mean, you work hard and you keep what you work hard for, right?
Yeah.
And then the Democrat is like, why don't you share? You know, like, and I've always resonated with the latter. Because I don't know, dude. The right, I don't know. It's a really, we'll get into that later, but right liberalism or right wing liberalism, to me, I don't know. It's the most unappealing philosophy I can think of.
Well, where were you? Where were you politically when you left Brooklyn Tech in 2015?
Well, right. So I was just born liberal, and then I had a brief, because I was on the internet, I had a brief flirtation with, I guess, more radical politics, just in the sense that I love conspiracy theories, and conspiracy theories are inherently radical. You know, they kind of endorse a radical view of the world because it's, oh, the elites are in control and blah blah blah. And then I softened. I had a weird libertarian phase for like a month in the summer. But I don't know. Again, I don't know how much you know at a young age. I don't know. Yeah, by junior year, I became a liberal, and I've been thinking about how to say this for you, so I worked it out. I believed in the establishment. Mm-hmm. I did believe that if you just play by the rules, you will basically find a place in the world. I did not used to feel that way in middle school. So that's important to mention. It's weird. High school, I guess, almost made me more of a liberal centrist, you know? And then I graduated, and now we're in uncharted territory because, okay, what you leave, what happens to you the moment you step out of Brooklyn Tech? Where do you go?
I go to, well, at that point, I would say I'm like a social justice warrior, basically, right? However, I'm still edgy. Like I still find edgy humor funny. I still engage in it, you know, and it's like conflicting.
Because for the audience, oh my god, yeah, we should have gotten this before. We're gonna have to get into it now. Me and Sheldon bonded over. I said, whatever, you could blurt it out. See, Justinian.
Yeah. We
bonded over the darkest shit.
Yeah.
Not too dark, admittedly. But we had one of the best. We had a room where, one of our jokes. There was a lot of jokes. I know one specifically was, here's the thing. When I said this, I was pretty radical. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Because I did see Brooklyn Tech as a system, you know what I'm saying? That I just hated a lot. And we joked about how if you did poorly in school, they take you to BN 666, where they torture you for hours on end for not getting good grades. And I had horrible grades in high school. Holy shit. I was very bad. I hated it. The schooling was the worst part by far because you were a machine. You were it's Office Space the movie, and that's liberalism. But again, by the time I graduated, I kind of felt if you, I don't know, you could get out of it, and then like I feels like liberalism, which again I chafe at now so heavily, is the idea of well, life isn't that bad and you don't need to change anything. It's just kind of you just do your thing and that's it. I really believe that in graduating high school, and so so that's that. I loved edgy humor, but we'll talk about that because that's funny. I had an evolution on edgy humor too, a little bit.
Oh yeah, I got.
But you love. Okay, so back to you. You love the edgy stuff,
dude. And what happened in I want to say when I went to undergrad, which is upstate.
Well, you went to Arizona State.
No. That's
or you went to upstate.
That's graduate school. In undergrad, I went to RPI, upstate New York, right? And
yes, RPI. Yeah. Okay, I'm remembering now.
Dude, I fell into my edgy humor took over my politics.
Okay, so pause. I forgot if I mentioned it already, so forgive me, audience, if I slip up again. I do my own podcast. I mean, I don't know. It's my name. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll plug it later. But I was prepping an episode on the 2016 election. And there's a lot of stuff that I think we've forgotten finally because it's enough time has passed where these things that you used to feel like you just knew secondhand have now kind of. I forgot. I mean, I was telling Sheldon before. See,
yo, just say Sheldon. Just say Sheldon. It's okay. Say Sheldon. It's
fine. Because it's so natural, dude. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just,
you're good.
Off air, I was talking about. Remember Gary fucking Johnson? Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Right. Like, I forgot. Like, all right, Gary, he won 4.5 million votes. There was Jill Stein. She won. Part of that election was the idea of the Donald subreddit and 4chan, which, again, spoiler alert, has completely taken over the internet.
Yeah.
Like, we are now in the it's one of the wildest developments, really, is just how much our internet now is a 4chan board.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing that's what you fell into?
Dude, I fell into 4chan so hard. Like, it was like first I went to 4chan for the memes because I was tired of like seeing memes and not knowing where they came from. And I just an inquisitive person. I'm like, fuck it. I know all the memes originate on 4chan, so let me go to 4chan. And then slowly but surely, it was like I was literally radicalized by 4chan.
All right, we're gonna have to talk about that. But before we do we want an advertisement break to check if this audio is working, brother?
All right, let's see. Hold on. Let me stop it. Let me see.
That's a great place to start. Stop right now.
Yeah.
So what attracted you to the 4chan radical shit? Because I never fell into that.
It's the jokes.
In fact, I fell into the opposite, actually. I fell into the idea of like, oh, that's like really mean, guys. Come on, guys, stop it. You can't.
Let me put it this way.
So what happened to you?
And this is going to bridge, because, right after we graduate is 2015 and Trump election is 2016. So, like.
Yeah. Like, a year and a half after we graduate.
Yeah. So, like, I found memes on the internet to be really funny. And I bought into the fucking idea that, the left is trying to cancel comedy. They're trying to silence us. And so I already felt like. Right?
Here's the thing. You were right.
Yeah.
I think you were right by 6 years early, but they were. We're going to talk about that because that was my switch, actually. That really. But we're going to. Oh, God, you're already. That was my switch. Okay, so I don't know, dude, because you were right. I don't know. I love. All right, well, keep going. You do. They were trying to cancel because then it became a narrative that no, we're not trying to cancel comedy. Mm-hmm. What are you talking? I've made this joke on another friend's podcast. Go to Brooklyn right now. Go to a stand-up show. You're not gonna laugh.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, all right. I'm being facetious. Well, I'm being a little facetious. But I don't know. I really, of all the right wing narratives, and there's some that are pretty wacky and just kind of either not true or they're just wacky, as in they're kind of true, but I don't know, why are you thinking that, or why are you looking at it that way? But the comedy one, it's 100,000% fucking true.
Yeah.
I didn't see it at the time, but anyway, okay, so
It's because
you buy into...
yeah, because around that time is when I would say the social justice warriors were at their peak in terms of like policing everything, right?
Policing everything. Yeah. Oh, it was pretty. Well, here's the thing. Actually, I'll say this. I mean, it's kind of cutting ahead a bit, but once Trump won, I did take the social justice warriors more seriously. My line at the time was like, "Oh my God, they were right." I guess.
Yep.
That's what I was. That's why it was like I was, like, radicalized, but in the other direction, where it's like, oh wow, we really are a country of racists.
That's funny because I was like literally on election night, like when Trump won. I thought it was the funniest shit ever.
I was horrified. I really felt, and I'll say that in the years since, again, as I kind of got red pilled, basically, I still hold that feeling I had on November 9th, 2016, because, and again, just full disclosure, everything in the media ever said about Trump, I bought at the time. So I just bought it from June 2015 to November. Everything you saw in Colbert, I believed. Everything.
Dude, that's crazy because for me it was the complete opposite. I was like, oh, they're overreacting. This is all bullshit. This is all jokes.
That's why we're doing the podcast, brother. But here's the thing. When he did win, I did think, I slept for 3 hours. It was gray out the whole day. I had a pit in my stomach. It felt like someone, I mean, it was wild because the whole campus felt that way. And in hindsight, it still makes sense because for me it was and I still say this, it was like this omen of doom that like the 21st century is not going to play out the way you think it is.
Yep.
Because by all rights, Hillary was going to win.
Yep.
That was the plan. The idea was liberalism would go on forever, basically. That everyone would just, the borders would open up even more. You'd have more and more ways to self-identify, and just everything would just keep on keeping on more and more. The joke I have about liberals is it's Star Trek world they kind of want to create.
Yep.
So but that's important because that's the idea. The idea was when Hillary, she was supposed to usher in that, like, be a transition at least to that world of open liberalism, basically. Yep. So Trump winning was, I mean, if not as, I don't know if it slams the door shut, but it definitely goes like, I mean, I say the same thing about 9/11. Like it was like I'm outside right now. I'm at the Staten Island 9/11 Memorial. Actually, it's right. It's built where you just look right at downtown Manhattan to the Trade Center. In both events, what they have in common is they're events that happen where you really go, oh, anything can happen now.
Yep.
But you feel very differently.
Well, yeah, so it's like, because I want to say I was red-pilled in late 2015. That's when I was red-pilled.
Oh, what did it exactly? Was it just the humor of like, oh, you guys really are trying to cancel funny stuff?
It's the humor, and it's also like, now looking back, I think I was just bored. I think I was bored with the status quo. You know, like that's
what it was. And it was, yeah, it's boredom, which it's funny. I mean, I don't know. I mean, so back to Brooklyn Tech, at the time, there was a sense, I felt it, where it's like, what are we here for? There wasn't a clear answer. So I actually, I think the part of the Trump phenomenon, that thing, the phenomenon, is the sense of boredom of like, is it? Yeah. Are we just going to make money forever? And so with Trump, it's like, oh, this guy's funny. And he is. I wasn't that woke where it's like, yeah, this guy's fucking funny. He's terrifying.
Yeah, but
he's terrifying. He reminds me of myself.
Yep.
And the ego and just, I mean, Walter White said it. Bryan Cranston, he was like, yeah, it's a Shakespearean character. And then he wins, and that it felt like it changed everything. So where do you go from there then? So we talk, okay, we got the radical, you're aboard. What happens after 2016?
From there, it's still funny to me. Like, do you remember?
Okay.
Do you remember Shia Labeouf and he kept hanging up the flag and they kept taking it down?
No.
Okay, let me. Okay,
no, it's
okay.
funny.
Let me explain this. So, Shia LaBeouf was on a bit of like a political bend, and he's like, he will not divide us. So he keeps hanging up this flag that says he will not divide us in places and live streaming it. 4chan is like zoomed in, looking at the cloud pattern so that they can locate the flag and take it down. Right? and then he puts it up again, this time with only like a shot of the sky, no clouds, and 4chan is like, well, the sun is rising and setting here, so that means he must be here, and they take it down again. And to me, this is the funniest shit in the world. Like, this is so funny.
That is the funny. That's actually, I like to think myself as a funny man. That's very funny.
And so so to me it's like this is jokes. This is so funny to me, you know, like, oh, do you remember the "It's Okay to Be White" posters?
Yes.
Okay, so
I do remember that.
Dude, okay, I shit you not, I was on 4chan when that whole idea was being theory crafted. Like, I watched it happen in real time, develop on 4chan. Like, I was like,
well, that feels like what Twitter is now, because I feel that, like, just, I mean, spoiler alert, but I knew Trump was gonna win in spring 2023 because I was on Twitter. I knew I was there when the whole thing was kind of. I wasn't fully there, but well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like to think, maybe, I don't know. Spring 2023 was when a lot of people, I think, got red pilled.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get there because you're seeing this on the ground. Yeah. Really, okay.
Do you remember? Do you remember remember, you know, the OK symbol you do with your hands? The OK symbol?
Yeah, that was 2020 thing though.
Dude,
that's interesting.
Yes. Yes. Do you I was on 4chan when they were theory crafting, like, let's all do this. Let's make the left believe that this is a white power symbol and see them go crazy about it.
See, this is because here's the thing. So there's this woman, Peachy Keenan. I forget what her real name is, but she's like a white California Republican kind of thing. Like, there was a real, like, totally just Fox News type. She's not on Fox News, but she is just like a Trump person or whatever. She did say after Trump won the second time, I think a month or two after, she was like, "Yeah, this feels good, but there's some about Trump 2016 that feels a little different." And that's actually what I was trying to analyze with my own podcast in 2016. Because she's right. Like, there was, like, as you're telling me these stories, it does feel like it was just more underground in 2016. Whereas in 2024, the fascinating part, again, to cut ahead, is the fascinating part of 2024 is how mainstream Trump got. Yeah. Like, it became normal to like Trump, whereas before it was like, oh, it's edgy. It's like an internet meme, and now it's just like, it's just normal.
The thing I always say about 2016 is, like, it was the populists movement to, like, hey, let's dethrone the establishment. Let's elect a guy in. Right? Who is a joke. Exactly. Like, he's funny. He talks like us, right?
Right. See, I was like looking at this guy going, oh, he really is Hitler. Like, it's just, I swear it's this guy's Hitler, and he really is, like, which I guess they can be similar. Like, there is an element, I guess, that everyone was picking up on, like, oh, this feels like a subversive movement. That is grounded in a contempt of something. Yeah, I guess at the time, again, you see, that's why it's good we talked about Brooklyn Tech, because at the time it's like, no, I like the establishment. What are you guys doing? I hate to cut ahead because it's a funny moment. My feeling on Donald Trump right now is this. Partly, this is more complicated, but let's put it this way. So, did you see his Memorial Day message?
No, I did not. Was it his fucking parade?
No, this is a few weeks before that. He goes on Truth Social, and he does this on every holiday where it's like Happy Memorial Day, especially to the losers, freaks, geeks, assholes, pieces of shit, people who are trying to ruin this country. So 8 years ago, I would have seen that and go, "Oh, this is such a joke. This is such a joke," right?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, this is such a joke.
Dude,
I love it. Yeah.
Dude, it's so... Listen, if he were to tweet that, if he tweeted that like 2018 or something, I would have had the largest laugh.
Oh, so we're on opposite sides now again,
Yeah, because now I'm like, I fucking hate this man.
All right, we're gonna get there. So 29. So, because I'm this way, I mean, really, the whole up until spring 22, like, there's no evolution of my political thought until late 2022 is when. I mean, and before that, I became a Christian again in June, end of June 2022, but I remained liberal. But that is a noteworthy change. But the whole evolution from liberal to conservative, that's early 2023. But okay, so So when do you, if you ever, I guess you imply you have. When did you leave 4chan world?
Ooh, no, that doesn't come till later, because I want to say all throughout that first Trump presidency, I started buying into the ideology. So I'm watching Daily Wire podcasts. I'm watching Joe Rogan.
I'm watching that stuff now.
I'm loving Jordan Peterson. And I want to make a note, though. Jordan Peterson in like 2018, 2019, if I'm getting my years right, he was amazing.
He was. Well, this is like miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah.
I think he's a right-wing liberal dork.
Now he is.
You think so? Because I think it was always there. I think.
Okay, here's what I really liked. I really liked his. Did you watch his like Bible series?
I did watch parts of it. Yeah, little bits, but yeah.
I loved that shit. Like I thought.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad he did, because the Bible's just. I'm just glad he's talking about it. You know, I don't really. Yeah.
And I think he had such a good, like, Jordan Peterson added to, like, I want to say the political and even like social discourse. He added like a nice look, like a nice interpretation of like hierarchies and religion, and like he gave like when he talks about like, and I know this is like kind of like on the fringe, but he's like the stories in the Bible, whether or not they're literally true, doesn't mean that like they don't have like a larger use in contemporary society, and that still sticks with me to today, you know.
Yeah, and he gets that from Dostoevsky a little bit. I think Dostoevsky, and Carl Jung was interested in the Bible. I think, I forget if Freud was, but yeah, I mean it's one of those things that's obviously true. Okay, because I didn't dislike him actively, but for me, I don't know, there's so many guys that if someone told me they liked him, that would be a red flag for me.
Oh yeah. No, I still see it as a red flag.
All of them.
Yeah.
Okay, now I like all of them. Like, I love Ben Shapiro. I love Michael Knowles. I do think Matt Walsh is a dick, though he retweeted me once. So
nice.
Yeah, he was. But anyway, so 2018. All right, so because I know you wrote this down. Okay, COVID. What happens?
Okay, COVID is when I start to see. I want to say leading like 2019, 2020, and 2021 is when I start to see the ramifications of my political ideology in my personal life.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, okay, I understand. Like looking back, I was a very mean-spirited, debate-oriented
Beat me, bro.
Yeah, like I was. That was where I was. You know, I was like, I was all. You know, Ben
Oh.
Shapiro's "Facts Don't Care About Your Feelings." That was me.
But see, and it's funny. Here's the thing: I never fully evolved from that. I just think, oh, you know, what? I did. This came up recently. My thing is like, facts don't care about your feelings, but I do, which I'm sure sounds like such a pussy left liberal line, but I do think it's broadly Christian.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I care about how you feel. Of course, I want to know. I mean, that's still, it's fun. I never really evolved on Black Lives Matter. I mean, we're cutting ahead just a little bit with George Floyd stuff, but I never really, even when I went to the right, I always found the extremely anti-BLM stuff to kind of be mean-spirited.
Yeah.
But that's part of the. I should have maybe said this earlier, but if you want a quick definition of liberal conservative, a liberal says yes, a conservative says no.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, right. So a liberal, and it's interesting because a liberal will say you can climb that mountain. You know, conservative like, no, you can't climb a mountain. But the thing is, there are situations, which I guess kind of is how I got quote unquote red pilled. Was like, yeah, no, there are situations where you got to say no. As in, like, if you try to jump at a building, you're not going to fly.
Yeah.
It's not discompassionate. I mean, it's actually, it is precisely compassionate to say, yeah, dude, don't think you're going to fall. You're going to fucking die. Don't jump out the window.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to fly. No, you're going to die. You negative Nelly. It's like, no, you're going to, okay, jump out the fucking window then. Okay. Yeah. And then they die, and it's like, say fucking. That's what Ben Shapiro at his best means by that statement, isn't it? But the way he would, yeah, in the I don't know if Ben Shapiro changed or I did. I don't know. I kind of wonder if he did soften up his image because I had the same view of him as what you said. It's like, oh, you're just a debate me, bro.
Yeah.
It's like you're not here to learn. You're just kind of here to yell at me for being a liberal.
But I liked that. Like I liked seeing him debate people and shit. Like it was fun. It was refreshing, you know?
It is fun. It is, well, yeah, it's fun. It's, you know, okay. So so what happened then that made you go like, oh, what if I become, because that's like, yeah, that is kind of a weird what if I become moment.
Well, you could, if you took a snapshot of me, I was sexist, I was racist, I was.
You're black though.
I know. I can't be. Listen, Paul. The shit I was. Okay, let me put it to you this way.
Well, I know what you. It's the Chris Rock bit where it's like I'm not like the N word.
Yeah.
Like, there's black people in there, and okay.
Yeah.
Because that's usually the example. Well, all right. Okay. So keep going. You bit sexist, racist. What else?
And like that doesn't make me like. It's not. I would say. The pattern of behaviors I was falling into, they were not pro-social, they were anti-social, you know, like
but how'd you not see that in 2016?
Okay, so in 2016 it was like it's all jokes and I'm laughing through the presidency, but then after 2016 during the presidency I buy into the ideology and I'm like,
what made you buy into it?
It was just a natural. I really think the internet is insane, and I think it was just a natural progression of like my algorithms are set up this way. I'm watching debate content with Ben Shapiro. Now I'm watching the Daily Wire. Now I'm watching Joe Rogan because Ben Shapiro was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Now I'm entertaining misinformation and conspiracy theories and all that shit, you know. And this all like I'm taking in all this info. And it's leaching out when I'm having normal conversations with people, and I look crazy to them. You know?
Well, again, just to cut ahead, it's funny. I don't know if you experienced, but I don't know. We're in such a crazy time now where it's like, I don't know. Like I ranted about this on my Instagram recently. It's like if your nothing ever happens, bro, right now. I don't know, dude. I hope your plane doesn't fall out of the fucking sky. Okay, but because I don't know, but it's so weird. It's like because I know what you're talking about. Where it's like because I worry about that with myself, but it's right now, dude. It's like if you're not watching what's going on, I don't know what you're doing with yourself. I mean, how many bars are you gonna go to? How many vacations are you gonna take? Like I don't give a shit. You're in Rome.
Yeah.
You're like you're not Turkish. What are you doing in Turkey? You know, it's like, is that all you're good? All you're good for is you go to work and then you go on your vacation to Mexico,
Yeah.
and you take, hey, look at the pretty pyramids. You're just a fucking stupid tour. Okay, anyway, but okay. So what inspires you to catch it finally? That wait, what the fuck have I become?
Well, part of it is like, I wouldn't say it was my deterioration of my relationship with my girlfriend, but it was like I feel like I'm being really mean and I need to change that about myself, you know?
Right.
And so I would be like, I entered a phase where like, okay, I'm not going to bring up politics, but if a discussion happens, I will argue and it will get heated. You know what I mean?
Because and that's where I think. I think that's where centrism comes in. It's like you always. I don't know. Maybe I fucked up. I try not to. I really have always been like they're just opinions, dude. I don't know. I mean, it's social issues are different though. I mean, it depends on the. I don't know, because those are about who you are. Economics is like what kind of healthcare are we gonna have? You know.
Yeah.
Like abortion, gay marriage, race stuff. That really is like, that is foundational to who someone is.
You know what? We've shifted, and not to get too far ahead. Culture war issues used to be like the outskirts, and policy issues like econ. That was what politics was. And when people would say, "Oh, that's just politics," they were referring to the economic shit. You know, they weren't referring to the culture war shit. Now it's everything is a culture war. Every single thing, like everything. It's like, oh, you got that coffee from Starbucks, you must support Israel. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? What? Like, what?
And that's its own. I guess maybe we'll break that down later on. But I mean, okay, so you change when you change your. Well, I guess when do you finally go, all right, I mean, do you ever go like, all right, I'm a liberal now, or do you go, well, I'm a centrist, or what do you do?
Let me tell you what changed everything for me. And this is like a political streamer. His name, have you ever heard of Destiny?
Well, I think he's evil, but
Okay,
yes.
listen to me.
Destiny, I don't know what happened, because he used to be really good. I don't know what happened to him.
Destiny,
I really don't.
He has changed. He changed.
Okay, because I used to actually quite like him.
Dude, he changed everything for me, because when I would watch him, I would see somebody who he was a debate bro. I like that shit, right? And then he was also edgy. Like, he would make racist jokes. He would make sexist jokes, you know? But like at the end of the day, he's like, I'm still a liberal. You know what I mean?
Well, because liberal, yeah, it gets into, I think, again, a big distinction is a conservative will say there are things that just are, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't change them. It's no. It's a no. Whereas liberals will say, well, yeah, just do whatever you want. You know, it's fine. It's a chill worldview, you know? Like, if you're trans, yeah, it's cool, dude. If you're black and you're in America, it's like, yeah, I get it. I get what you went through, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the right, especially I think before 2023, it really was like he'll talk about race issues and it's like I don't know, like it really. I mean, the jokes really were like, oh, it was slavery. Get over it. It was 150 years ago, and it's like, man, I don't know. It's pretty intense,
Mm-hmm.
you know. It's and then like Jim Crow and all that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where it's like, yeah, if you were on the right in 2020 and before, it was like you're like self-identifying as an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm an asshole. Yeah, I'm a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you watch Destiny, then what happens?
And then it's like, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It was like, I can't remember. I can't pinpoint the exact moment, but I do know that Destiny was illustrating to me like what exactly Trump was trying to do and how he was getting stopped by members in his administration in 2016, right? And
yes.
I would say, like, watching him break it down, like, on the very, very, very detailed level, like going over court cases, going over, like, all this different political procedure that needs to happen in order for Trump to get his way or not get his way. I was like, oh, this isn't just all jokes. This isn't all funny. Trump was trying to do shit that's, like, not good. You know?
Like what? Like what would you say?
Like, I would say I would say like, let me think about specifically in 2016. You know what? I would say January 6th was a big radicalizing moment for me.
And here's the funny, again, cutting ahead. It is for me as well, but now it's super dark because it's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I know it is. I know it's bad. What you want change or not?
You know what?
Do you like this?
To this
or
day,
no?
To this day, I still feel like January 6th is pretty fucking based, because if you wanted to change your country, you would storm the Capitol and try to take it over, right?
Right.
and I feel like the only reason why they're villains is because they failed. Right.
It can be. I mean, look, I've played it through. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's an interesting. It's fun. There's a Reddit post you can find that breaks down, and it could be liberal bullshit. I don't know. I mean, but it breaks down. It gives you a Wikipedia summary that's 4 paragraphs of a more successful January 6th, where it's like, oh, they actually kill Nancy Pelosi and Mike Pence and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's fun fiction. Yeah. And there's like, again, like, it's like, I was just reading about, you can read about it. Lenin taking over Russia in 1917. Mm-hmm. Like, there's stuff like that. I don't know, though. And I guess intent matters, too, as in if Trump really intended to just stay forever. But my kind of argument against January 6th, and it took a while to form because it looks awful, you know, the January 6th thing. My thing with him is like, and I have kind of maybe successfully stumped liberals when I bring this up, is like, if Trump really wanted to be a dictator, why would he, at the moment he's called to do it, he says, okay, go home, guys, I love you, bye, go home. Why doesn't he come out in like a black trench coat and jack boots and go, today's the first day of the empire, let's go. I call on all 72 million of my voters, we have to rise up today. Now is our chance.
You know what? The worst through line for Trump in this whole January 6th thing is when he's at the debate with Biden, and they're like,
stand back and stand by.
And like, I understand what Trump is kind of trying to say there, right? Yeah. I don't think he's literally saying to the Proud Boys, stand by and be ready for the event, right? Yeah. The problem is that all the Proud Boys on that night, when they heard that, they were like, we heard you, sir, right?
And that leads right to January 6th.
Yeah, and then and then it gets worse. They go there. They're some of the first people in the Capitol, right?
Yeah.
And then 2024, Trump pardons all of them. That looks really bad.
It does, but I'll say this: I unless they're getting ready again. I mean, I don't know. I wish, because it would have been more fun if that was his little army that he's going to now send there. But I guess, again, this is sort of cutting around a little bit. The thing that Trump pilled me a little bit too was how January 6th never happened again. I think if the left was to be believed, and the liberal press was to be believed about Trump, I just think you would have seen more of that kind of thing happening, and it never did.
I don't think he needs it. He has everyone he wants in. Okay, another thing that fucking radicalized me. I was listening to the lawyers argue the constitutional law to give Trump that immunity so that he couldn't be charged for his actions as president.
Right.
And when he won that case, I was like, because like, if we take it to the nth degree, if Trump wanted to blow me up, right? Let's say he's like, listen, I'm sending a bomb to Sheldon's house and I'm blowing him up because he is a threat to this democracy, right? I think he blows me up. He has immunity essentially in that action via this new novel ruling, you know?
Oh, it's funny. This gets into political philosophy, which is what we're here to talk about in this podcast. that is a key part of liberal philosophy, I would say, is a distrust of power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think a conservative would say it's not healthy to distrust the president that much. That's why he has the immunity. I think a conservative would see, which I guess I agree with, at least on principle. In practice, I don't really care enough, to be honest with you. Because that's what I mean by centrist. I do see both sides of it. It's like, oh, I get and understand why you'd be afraid of someone having a power, but an amazing. He actually does follow me. Thank God, it's really cool. His name is Professor Adrian Vermeule, I think is how you say his name.
Mm-hmm.
He's at Harvard. And he's an old school, like not just old, like a monarchist-ish, Roman emperor-ish, conservative Catholic kind of guy. He calls this the hermeneutic. Oh, I don't know how to say that word. The understanding of it's the constant liberal skepticism. That, in his view, and I guess, again, spoiler, but kind of my view, it can be like acid to a civilization. Because then it means, like, okay, well, what can we trust, you know? Nothing. You can't trust anything. It's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. No, I hear you. It's
Like-
just like, and you know what? I see what you're saying.
You're anti-authoritarian. I guess that's why you got into it. Is like you like that he's going after the authoritarians in a way.
It's like,
Now that he is one, it's like, wait, hold on,
yeah,
whoa, what are you doing?
It's whack because it's like, what was I gonna say? It's oh, you know how you were saying like this pernicious distrust of like
Of everything.
And that's why
Power.
there's like fucking 7 different oversight committees and all this bureaucracy, and God forbid I want to build like a
Right.
you know, like Elon Musk. God forbid Elon Musk wants to build like a high speed rail throughout the whole country. It's gonna get backed up because like we have this distrust sort of built into our system, you know, politically, right?
And that's partly also what red pilled me was like. It kind of like you do end up seeing once. I mean, because now Biden won in 2020. I mean, did you think I guess you think the election was fine, right? Because I think so too. I mean,
Election was fine. No, yeah, Trump won that shit fair and square.
He tell you in 20 Biden, you mean in 2020?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Biden in 2020 won that election fair and square.
Because we kind of danced over COVID a bit. I don't think it's that interesting of an event, to be honest with you. We just kind of stayed home for a bit. There's people who can make it interesting, like Dave Smith. He could kind of make it interesting. As like a government power thing. But I don't know. It's like I get it. If this is really a killer virus, like I guess we could stay home. I don't.
You know what?
Don't.
If Trump took credit, like if Trump at the beginning of the whole COVID thing was like, listen, we're gonna beat this virus for America. We're gonna Operation Warp Speed. We're gonna get all the vaccines out. We are gonna be the first nation to come out of this pandemic, and then we'll be like the best nation in the world. If that was his angle, I think he would have won that second term easily.
Yeah, I was gonna cover this. I was gonna do 3 episodes: one on 2016, one in 2020, one on 2024.
Yeah.
2020, I was gonna cover about how the wisdom. If you Googled it, it was he was gonna win a re-election. It's just the economy was doing very good. I mean, Obama said when he met Trump, he was quoted saying like, "Well, listen, I got the economy set up good for him, so I don't know. I'm not an economy guy, so I don't. But the economy's doing great. So as toxic as I felt Trump was during his first presidency, he was going to win re-election, and then COVID happened.
Yeah, that COVID fucked it up. Yeah,
I remember thinking, for all the shit people gave Hillary, she would have really handled COVID really well, probably.
Yeah.
That's what I thought at the time, because I was a liberal. But okay, so 2020 COVID, Okay, Biden wins. Actually, do you want to take another pause, or what do you think? You want to keep
No,
going?
yeah, we're good. Let me see. I don't know. On time, we're 36 minutes in.
Wow, only 30. Okay. Oh yeah, no, because there was another part. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to get a Snapple,
Oh, go
kinda.
ahead. Yeah, no, I could stop right now. Go ahead.
Yeah. That was a little ad break, but okay, okay. So I'm basically caught up with you on your politics. Have you? Okay. So we're now in 2021. Okay. Because that's when I started switching. What happened was my best friend, from I met at Brooklyn Tech, she became a Christian, and that made me ask for a whole year, like, okay, well, why? Because I love Christianity, like, just as an idea, but I just didn't believe personally. And then a lot of just after thinking about it, it did get to a point where it's like, all right, everything I basically believe is Christian, and there just isn't a point to it if I'm also not Christian personally.
Yeah.
So that was the first of the little red pills. But I was never. I think the thing that made it easier for me to go from one side to the other. I also was never a Trump hater. As in, I engaged with people who hated Trump, and I basically agree with them. But I don't know. There was I never could do the whole like I could still talk to Trump supporters. Like there were some people who could. I mean, I think a lot of people who couldn't. You know. Where it's like, oh, this is a moral. Like you supporting Trump means I can't talk to you.
Yeah, that's weird.
So so did you experience that in your years as a full-on, full-blooded Trumper?
No, because it was more like I wasn't. Only people close to me knew that I liked Trump, and they didn't. They still treated me like a human, so it was all good.
Well, okay. So, all right. So we're kind of caught up. So, anything interesting happen to you before I just start babbling? Because this is gonna be a lot of airtime. Not too much, but you know.
Nothing. I mean, I would
Like
say
anything. Where were you from? Early 2021. I mean, I guess until Trump announces again. Like, so those first 2 Biden years, where were you?
I don't think I cared that much about
Yeah,
political.
well, I could have felt like, right? Remember that? I didn't really. I was like, oh, well, for me, I really want to get into this on my own program. It felt like when Biden won, like the world was saved. Like and they were celebrating in the streets. I mean, people joke it looked like Endor, like the Battle of Endor from Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it felt I was upstate at the time because again it took a few days for us to count all the vote, which people found suspicious, but it makes sense. The best argument I've heard for Trump election denial is the fact that they changed all the voting rules.
Yeah.
And that was an unfair thing the Democrat Party did. I don't know. I know because the vibes at the time, especially because we didn't even talk about Black Lives Matter, but the vibes were against Trump. It's just, and even if he only lost by 30,000 votes in the 3 Rust Belt states.
Mm-hmm.
So, which matters because it's like, oh wow, it's a lot. I mean, I remember John Oliver made that point after the election. It's like this guy still got 74 million votes, which again we'll get into because that's relevant. But so I'm trying to think what else for. Where was I? Yeah, he won fair and square. The vibes were there. It's just it was too much. It's just like the joke was too much jokes, too much. Just Adam Carolla said, I'm going to steal it from him. He said it's basically kind of like if you had a plumber who did a great job, but just annoyed the shit out of your wife. So you told him, right? It's right from Adam Carolla.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's, you know, so you told him, like, all right, I'm sorry, I like you, but you got to go. It's like, all right, we'll have fun. And then January 6th kind of put the nail in the coffin of like, okay, this guy really was like authoritarian and all that kind of stuff. It looked very bad to me.
You know what? Even January 6th when it happened, I didn't think. I kind of felt bad for Trump because I'm like, look at these crazy fucking people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Saw they were one and the same. It's like you kind of started all this. This is you.
I guess, but
you know,
but part of me was like I don't know. But when I then because obviously I'm a big Destiny watcher. When I watched Destiny cover like all the shit that was happening, like the Mike Pence tension, like where he wanted Mike Pence to do that shit with the electors, and Mike Pence was like, I'm not gonna do it. And like when all that behind the scenes shit came out, I was like, Trump, you fucking retard, right? Like what the fuck is wrong with you?
If you want to get anti-Trump pilled, just go on Wikipedia and read the page. You will get anti-Trump pilled. You will read it and go, yeah, you do. This guy, oh, he really fucking did. Okay. Now, here's what I mean. If you're a revolutionary or if you're radical-minded or if you're someone who thinks America kind of needs that jolt, you read that and go, yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. And this gets, again, it gets into, I don't know. This is a Trump 24 thing, I think, specifically over Trump 2016. Just to give myself a little reminder before we talk about it, is a lot of, it's like there's two different Trumps. One is basically a right-wing liberal Trump who affirms American values and is going to restore America. And then the other is, this apocalyptic change agent who will demolish everything so we can start over. I felt like both a few different times. It kind of goes back and forth. I don't know. Lately, I'm probably on the latter. It's like, I hope. I mean, dude, did you see JD Vance on Charlie Kirk's program, like hosting the first episode?
I did.
Huh?
I did see it, yeah.
I was like, Emperor Vance the first podcast emperor. Yeah, it's autocracy. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Do you know how much I care? I don't care, actually. I don't care. But he's a dick. I don't care. I don't care. But democracy, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Democracy, shut the fuck up. Maybe a little. Okay, but okay. So how did I get like that?
Well, I mean, you're like, I have the same sentiments where it's like this. I feel like something has to happen. You know, like.
Yeah. All right, but we're gonna. Yeah, I did too. Okay, we're gonna start. Did you feel that way in 2021 though?
Who's president in 2021?
Biden.
No, Biden was boring. Like, I'm sorry,
but good, like a good boring.
Yeah, but a
like,
good
okay,
boring.
Good.
Yeah, like inflation sucks. We're
but I'm sure it'll get better.
Yeah, like we're recovering from COVID.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Yeah, but like the Congress is still a pain in his ass, and the Supreme Court nominees are a pain in his ass. But like, whatever. Like we're kind of back to normal, but not really. You know what I mean?
But we're getting there. It's gonna work out.
Yeah.
Okay. So my first, and this is where it's gonna get personal. I think my first experience with anything even remotely red pilled was becoming a Christian. And I guess just out of curiosity, and it was part of my writing stuff, is I really wanted to uncover what happened. What did we live through the past 4 years? And I did kind of pick out, okay, the Trump thing you really have to analyze. So I was I just wanted to analyze what happened. And at some point, I mean, Roe v. Wade being overturned was a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was like, oh, wow, because people said for years that was never going to be overturned. And it was. So I was like, my way in to where we were was Iran. I thought, we kind of did the Iran thing maybe a little bit. Like, that's definitely something in our country that I don't know if it's defeated, but I don't know. I mean, I was so unapocalyptic in those early Biden years. I really was. Like, unapocalyptic.
Yeah.
And then just to really, I get a sense of what these people really believed, and just to kind of really, just had to due diligence. Like, what do these people really believe? I did actually start listening to the Daily Wire, like, regularly. And it was a tough watch, because it is like hate watching, you know? Like, I remember watching Walsh and going, oh, this fucking asshole. Or like just checking his Twitter feed, it's like, oh, this fucking asshole. This guy's an asshole. Fucking asshole. So, but it's interesting because at the same time, I'm exploring whether or not to what kind of Christian am I? Because I did disagree with the Catholic Church's position on gay marriage and abortion. Because I felt like it was getting in the way of freedom, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But again, then I'm trying to. When was the first time I thought maybe these guys were right? The earliest I can give off the top of my head was because it made intellectual sense. So butt sex between men. The reason why the church thinks it's wrong is it doesn't produce life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not selfless. Like, nothing comes of it. It's just and one could say, well, it's two lovers or whatever. But there is some, I don't know. It's admittedly hard to explain, and there are quite a few Catholics who do dissent from that position and stay in the church. I felt that would be weird, as in it would feel weird to be a Catholic who goes against the church's teaching. So I was exploring maybe Episcopalianism and all that. And then I start talking about this with my stepmother, now ex-stepmother, which is relevant, because she divorces my father last year.
Mm-hmm.
She argues with me about the church's teaching in a way where there was no way I could be right. As in, it was very clear that this is someone who thinks the church is wrong, and that's all she wants to hear about it. There might have been earlier moments, but that was the first red pill. It was like, oh, there's no arguing with you. You really just think you're right, and you're more zealous than I am about this. I'm just asking the question, like, maybe it makes sense that it's wrong, and she's like, well, that's evil. And it's like, what? Red pill number one. Red pill number two is basically, and it's funny. It goes pretty quick. It's funny once you get this. It's very by basically my on and off again girlfriend breaks up with me again, and it just kind of makes me, because I was reading about like how divorce affects the culture and how feminism kind of affects the culture. And I forget the exact details of what happened, but it kind of clicked, like, wait a second. This is what the Daily Wire guys are talking about. Just full blown, this is just it. I forget if it was specifically feminism or if it was just divorce culture. But it kind of, I don't know. That was a moment. And then again, you just kind of start, like, the big story was the Chinese air balloon. Remember that?
Oh, I do remember that, yeah.
It's like, well, what is that doing over America? Like, can't you just, like, shoot it down or something? And they didn't. And then the inflation just kind of kept getting worse.
That was a big one.
Okay. trying to go through every single one. That was one. I don't know. It just the feeling was this kind of like, I guess, simply put, this liberal thing's just not working. It just doesn't. It's a cool idea, but again, the more you engage with right wing stuff, the more it's like, oh, they are kind of right about American society. Like, oh, we are more atomized. We are lonelier. It is weird that we don't have third spaces anymore, and the left will never talk about that.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true.
They don't even address it. They just go, I don't know, we're free. What are you talking about? We won. Trying to think. And then just slowly but surely, by like, I forget when I would start identifying as a conservative. You know what? I was in a group chat with a few screenwriters, and I got kicked out in a week for being conservative.
Really?
Yeah, that was a big radicalizer. Not even, but centrist, basically. Like, I empathized with the centrist position. I was thrown out, basically. On Discord, actually. I just remember. Yeah, Discord chat. I guess to sum up, it really was the American left I think it's an unforced error. I don't know if it's inherent to the ideology itself. I don't think it is. But there was this sense of like, you can't disagree with us. Like, you're not allowed to.
Yeah.
And that's what I meant. So now that's what I meant when you said in 2016, like, you felt like they were trying to cancel comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I found out, they were. That was real. Like, they really did try to kind of engineer the culture in a certain way where they felt like they won. And that's it. And it's like, wait, no, what do you mean you won? I thought it was a society of free debate. I thought we were allowed to. No, we're not allowed to. And yeah, dude, I mean, and then my mother threw me out in October 2023, partly because of money reasons, because she was kind of broke. It's like, oh, we're getting just poorer and poorer.
Yep.
And I do remember, it was Christmas Day. My mother was in a hospital. I was home alone on Christmas Day, and that's when I went, yeah, I think I'd vote for Trump.
Damn.
That was the first time I ever thought that. Was like, yeah, I think I'd vote for Trump. Because I guess I felt lied to. It's like, wait, I thought you said this is the good times now. And they're not. Like, they're so clearly not. And that's how 2023 ends, I guess. So to flip back on you, where are you in 2024? From beginning to end, what happens to you?
I'm pretty upset that Trump is still. Well, one thing that ticked me off about Trump was he didn't debate anyone in the primaries, and I'm like, come on, dude! Like, at least like show that you want to participate in like this system, you know? And then I think Biden is I think Biden is senile. I think he's like can barely hold his own.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Obvious. Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
And I think I was more mad at the fact that both of these guys are old, you know? And I'm like...
Yes, and that's pretty bipartisan.
Yeah, like I'm like, Trump and Biden are the same age as Bill Clinton and George Bush, you know? It's like, what the fuck are we doing, right? It's like, why is the same 7 boomers ruling us for the last 30, 40 years, right?
And again, that's very centrist. That's not even really political. That's just, I think, a nonpartisan, objective observation.
Yeah. Now the Kamala thing.
Okay, you're skipping ahead.
Okay.
So, where do you? So, in between where I was, so where I guess where were you in 2023 then?
I'm kind of chilling because So I did lose my job in 22, I think.
Okay.
And it was kind of like I was pissed because I'm like basically the job that I had, they were having me do more things um than my job role required, right? It's like they're
Uh-huh.
loading me on with the job, but with the work of like 7 different employees, but like I'm doing all of it. And so I felt like that led to me like failing. But there's also like I'm not a fucking like delusional person. I'm like, yeah, I am a lazy sack of shit, so like some of it's on me too, but like why the fuck must I lose my job now? I was pissed, right? And then
Right.
I remember I was searching for jobs. And at this time, like right before I lost my job, I was I'm still a debate bro. And I'm debating people on like, I don't even remember what I'm debating people on, but it's not political issues, it's like other shit, And I
Uh-huh.
just, I just enjoy, because at this point, it's like, I understand that my political beliefs are like I'm slowly shifting more towards the left now, right? And so like
Okay.
but I have that urge in me that's like because I would describe myself as a centrist, so there's still a lot of like right, like there's still a lot of like conservative values that I have,
In
and
which ones would you say?
I'm still like I've made a lot of concessions, but I would say, and when I say I'm pro life, this means something very differently. Like when I say I'm pro life, I mean that like I want more babies to be born in America, right?
Okay.
However, I feel like there's this emotional and physical toll on a woman to carry a baby to pregnancy, right? So it's
You're
kind
saying which? Okay, yeah, yeah.
so
Keep
it's
going.
kind of like yeah, go ahead and get your abortion. Like I'm not happy about it, but it's like fuck it,
Well,
like
I'll take. You know what's funny is if that was the left wing position, I think I would be a lot happier as a human being
yeah.
politically because it's the Yeah, I don't know here because you all right because here's what you have a woman. You've had a woman for about what 10 years now.
Yes, yes, 10 years.
How would you say? Because I have it's kind of fucked up. It's not that fucked up, but it's not. I have this bit. I did it on my podcast where it's basically men with girlfriends or wives. It's their politics is now the inverse, where it's usually the woman who drives the politics. It used to be the man.
Mhm.
Like this house votes Republican. Now it's like this apartment votes Democrat. And the guy will have every political opinion that the woman has, and she drives the voting booth basically. I think I know two guys who like one of them marched in the I mean I was about to join. I was late. I would have joined them, but because at the time I was pro-choice.
Mhm.
I'm now I'm definitely not absolutely. But he went to the protest, and it's like any guy who goes to a pro-abortion, pro-choice uh, march, it's kind of I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's a little like those old like I don't know, dude. Like those like the old like where the guy slaps the woman.
Yeah.
It's like the inverse now, where it's like I don't know. Because I know that's a thing that is it's old school too. The idea of like the hen-picked husband or oh he's pussy whipped or whatever. But this is like different because that's more. I don't know. I mean, this feels different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you agree. Do you sense that at all,
I
or
still feel the same way, kind of like it's performative. Like you're just doing this because you want to sleep with somebody, right? Like,
yeah? Well, I guess there's a performance aspect. Whereas I guess with henpecked or pussy whipped,
yeah.
that's more. It really just is. Yeah, your wife runs the show, and I don't know. That's like apolitical. This is like it's political. Like your wife is driving the politics. Her views of the world are now your views.
Well, I think it's
And
like
if yeah,
you don't. I now that I'm thinking about this whole like pro-choice and or what this whole abortion issue, right? It's like, honestly, the way I think about it right now, like as a man, like you shouldn't really give a fuck unless it's your wife. You know what I mean? Like,
There, that's respectable. That makes sense.
yeah, just like, and I'm not saying like you shouldn't completely 100% not care. What I'm saying is like, if you want a wife and you want to have kids and you're pro-life, make sure she's fucking pro-life. You know what I mean?
It's
and
a
then,
value thing.
yeah, and it's like you look fucking crazy like at a protest.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Which protest though? The pro-life or pro-choice?
Either one. I'm like, go home.
Either one.
Go home, you fucking idiot.
Okay.
Like if your wife is pro-life, why do you care? You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have babies and you're gonna have them. You know. And if you're pro-choice, is like, why do you really care? Like, you know what I mean? Like, the women should be out there fighting each other. Go fight each other about that shit. You know what I mean? Go fight.
That's interesting. And the thing, and I get the thing that makes this question, and this is an interesting development that's coming, is I think a lot of the political gender divide stuff, it's about how only women have children. A man can't have a child. Women do. I have to wonder what happens if that dynamic changes and we just start making people in lives.
Well, see, that's,
I don't know.
So that's where I'm at with the whole pro-life thing, where it's like, if we have a system in which we can literally pull like a fertilized egg out of a woman and raise it in an incubator, I'm pro-choice all the way. Like I mean, I'm sorry, pro-life. I'm pro-life all the way. Where it's like, you better go to that fucking clinic and get that baby pulled out of you, put that baby in the incubator, and then come home. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting.
Like,
I was talking more literally, as in you can make a baby in a lab.
Oh, yeah.
That still requires people.
True.
True. But you're right, because that changes the mechanics of like childbirth and like just the toll. Because you're right, the toll of having a child.
Yeah.
You can't move for 9 months.
Yeah.
Or at least 5 months. You know. And you got to raise the children.
Mm-hmm.
As men, I don't know. I don't know how that feels. I will never know how that feels. You know.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I don't give a fuck. I'm like, women, y'all can go fight that. You can go fight that battle.
Yeah, I guess a lot of men will argue with the abortion stuff that it's natural for women to want children and that it is unnatural for women to not want children.
Well, you could think about it like this. If she doesn't want children, then she's not passing on her genes, and then we just have one less one less genetic person who has a predisposition to not having kids, right?
Yeah, and the conservatives, and I they have to be right mathematically. It's like, at some point, all the liberals will just not have children, and then now this gets into something a little darker, as in the idea is the liberal conservative, it'll just never end, only because, at least with children and abortion, it's kind of like the more prosperous you get, you will get more liberal, but the thing that creates prosperity is conservatism.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, someone on Twitter explained this. It's like this weird yin-yang circle of just conservatism creates liberalism, and then liberalism and its failures create conservatism, and then it kind of just, and then you just kind of keep going fucking... Oh boy, which is, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's, I know it's called the cycle of regimes from, I think, Polybius.
Yeah.
Do you think,
but people, I mean, and to explain it in more rudimentary terms, it's just people get bored. It's like, think about the issues we're fighting over. We're fighting over like I don't know, like should the baker bake a cake for the gay couple? You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? You know, like,
and
what?
Look, there's that aspect. I mean, I didn't address it. I made another video today. I actually didn't. I didn't remember to address it. I called the biggest problem right now is we don't we don't really listen to each other. We're just done. It's like we're done with that. Like we're not. I don't care why you don't support abortion or do support abortion.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't you're right. There is and this has been pointed out for a while now that America kind of it was on borrowed time once the Cold War ended.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, okay, I mean, a lot of the late 90s movies were about this, where it's The Matrix, Office Space, Fight Club,
Yep.
American Beauty. Like, those are the big four movies that were about boredom, basically.
Yep.
So, yeah, dude, you can read the past 30 years, I guess, like that, where it's just one big just tantrum because we're bored.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
We need a fucking war, dude.
Well, okay, so I'm trying to cut through. Okay, so 2023, would you say you supported Biden still in 2023?
I don't think I cared that much.
Okay, so that's fair.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say I was apolitical because I think I was more concerned with other like minor culture war issues, but as far as like the large country and where we're moving, I was just like, if everything feels kind of okay. So only thing that really bothers me is inflation, you know?
Okay. So then, you know, it's funny. I guess, yeah. It's unforced. It's an unforced error. I don't think it's inherent in liberalism. They just really lied a lot and tried to control everything. I don't think that. Yeah, I guess it makes sense apolitically as a strategy of its own, where it's like, well, we won, we have to keep winning, you know?
Yeah.
Because the other guy's Hitler. Remember Hitler? Oh my God, remember Hitler? Oh, remember Hitler? So it's like, oh my God, this guy's old as fuck. I don't care. You remember Hitler? I don't want Hitler. You want Hitler? He's fine. He's fine. I don't know. He's like, I don't think he's fine. Are you racist? Are you a racist? Do you hate black people? Do you hate black people? And it's like, well, I didn't say any of it. There was that. Yeah, the lying and the controlling.
You know what?
It's like, the economy's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. The economy's actually never better, honestly.
The control is what drives me away from the far left. Because I fucking hate tone policing. I hate the fact that, like, there's this cringe shit in, like, these TikTok rooms where it's like, everybody be quiet, a black woman is speaking. And I'm like, what the fuck? Right? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's enough. So 2023 specifically, that's the year I kind of turned against that specific thing.
Yeah.
And it I should clarify that's far left, but back to our friend Georgia, that's the social justice warrior left.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
The woke.
Yeah. That's
nothing to do with economics. You're not talking about the proletariat it's some of the same ideas and language, that's for sure, but it's applied to social stuff, not like there was a fucking insane video. Oh yeah, I mean a lot of it's my stepmother. I mean I told her some of my views in July or early July, and she was like, I don't want you talking to your stepsister anymore.
Damn. Right.
So it's like, and I've grown more distant from her. That was a red pill. It's like a nice big fucking pill right in my mouth. And then same thing happened in November, where we ended up on the topic of religion and we talked about it. And she was like, I never want to talk about this ever again. And she blocked me on Facebook.
That's crazy.
So it's stuff like that where it's like, oh, you think you're in control. You think this is, and the same thing happened in April, and it's just these, and it's like, yeah, and that's, again, there's a bit of communism in it, and like there's a video she fucking shared where it's straight communism, but for like where it's like the oppressed and the oppressors, where it's the white people, it's the white men who are the oppressors. Again, That's a shift. It's like an old school Marxist. I don't know. They would. I don't know. I don't think they would go. Well, no, it's the rich. What do you mean the old white people? No,
Yeah.
what? And I didn't know this before too. The Bernie Bros in 2016 and kind of 2020, but more so 2016, there was that element too. I forgot about that.
Yep.
That these are people who are like, yeah, fuck identity politics. Fuck that. That's gay.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those guys probably went for Trump and 8 years later, because it just really is, like you said, like a black woman speaking. It's like, shut the fuck up.
And you know what it is?
What the fuck are you doing?
You know what it is?
Yeah.
That type of politics is easy to do. Like, you don't have to get up off your ass and like go do something. You know what I mean? Like, you can just hop in a TikTok room and tell people to silence a black woman is talking, and then you can get like social clout or digital pats on the head. But like, you didn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just a lazy fucking like tone policing.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean? Like, come on.
It's a lot. Yeah, some of these takes. It's funny. We're now. It's so weird because we're now getting in. It's like these takes of mine are now dated almost. It's like, oh, we already did that.
Yep.
Like one of them really, I wrote a whole article about it. It's like how a lot of liberalism, at least left liberal, it's just a clout thing. As in, you say it because you know you have to. You didn't think this through. Like how many pro-choice people ever actually thought about the position they're taking? Versus how many of them are like, I don't know. It's just my position. I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
I would say, I'd say 80%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they're men. If they're men, you've never thought about this. I guarantee it. If you're a pro-choice man, I guarantee you've never thought about it.
Never.
You're just doing this because you know women like it, and you want to have sex with them, and which I find I get it. Okay, but I know you've never thought about this ever.
Yeah,
and then they kind of get stumped and go, well, and it's like, yeah, see, you're doing it, so it's bullshit. You just don't, and it's like, well, it's like, no, okay, well, I'm not gonna vote for you anymore then. Well, that's like, yeah, you shut the fuck up, you know.
It's so like it's just people are, and this is why like, even though I would say I hate where the conservative. No, I don't even want to call them conservatives. I want to say I hate where MAGA is right now. But one thing,
they're different. MAGA is different from conservative.
Yeah,
they are different things.
Yeah, and one thing I want to say I do respect about MAGA though is that they're out there. Like they show up to the ballot box. You know, like they mobilize.
I wrote another article.
You know,
a reason. This is cutting ahead a bit, but well, I know we're actually right on schedule. There was this feeling, again, by 2023, that the left broadly, like, not liberals, didn't care anymore. Like, there was a friend from high school we were talking, and she tried to Google, like, okay, Biden, like, people supporting Biden. And she couldn't find anything. So there was, like, just this distinct lack of energy that made me go like, yeah, this guy's gonna fucking win. Trump's gonna win again, of course. It's like this guy has no energy. This party has no. Because again, I guess I do think part of it is they felt like they already beat Hitler. Like you can't really. I don't know. You don't beat Hitler twice. You know what I'm saying? And you beat him once.
Yeah, and they take that shit. They take that shit for granted. They take like politics. It's not war, but it's conflict. Like politics is conflict, and you have to
care.
Yeah, like you have to care, and you have to show up, right? Like you have to show up. Whether
and these people stopped.
Yeah,
and they kind of never cared.
Exactly.
And that's a lot of left liberals.
Yeah, and then the
it's
only.
Like, oh,
go ahead. I'm
what?
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go. The only what?
The only people who have the fervor are these like insane fucking leftists and communists, but they're not going to show up to the ballot box because they think Joe Biden is the same as Trump.
Well, that leaves you with a lot of fed up normal people and MAGA people.
Yeah.
And the MAGA, and again, a common dynamic was normal people looking at MAGA going, wait, do I agree with you now?
Yep.
And it's like, hey, welcome to the club. They were very welcoming. They were very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I've only had one problem. One or two people ever throw the fact that I was a liberal in my face before. He was never, and it's funny. Even as I'm getting more liberal or leftist now, and I'm still having no problems. I don't know. You know, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to see where we're getting close to where we are now, because 2023 I get MAGA pilled, and then 2024 is the same. All right, where were you when the debate happened? Because I was at a church event
with Biden.
With Joe Biden. Where were you when the debate?
Is this they're eating the cats and dogs one? Is this one?
No. This is the debate where, to set up the scene, Trump is beating Biden, not by a lot, but he's winning. And because there was talk of like, why are they debating it so early? And the idea was, well, Biden needs a win to jolt his poll numbers up.
Yeah.
Oh, right, no, but that was the idea. It's like, well, he needs a win. And then some were like, listen, I think Knowles or someone was like, don't do this. You don't need, why would you do this? Come on, don't do this. And it's because it's like the guy's retarded and old. But they're really going to do it. And then, so I'm at a church event. It's after the church. I know the debate's on, so I put it on with me and my high school friend who was a Christian, or is a Christian. And Biden looks so old.
Yeah.
He looks dead.
Mm-hmm.
I was just immediately shocked, and I was like, I've never seen this before. And he's whispering, and he just doesn't look, I don't know. I mean, and it wasn't just that he was old. It's like they lied about it. They said, no, he's not old. What are you talking about? I remember a lot of conservatives that was just full of, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You were there in 2016. The debate night was the most fun I've ever had in politics ever. Because it felt like, oh wow, so the conservatives were right. It's like we were telling you. It was the first time the mainstream ever had to actually acknowledge that, I think.
Yeah.
Because you never could. It was always like the conservatives are wrong about everything. Like you had to watch Jon Stewart, John Oliver, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, the people who again spent anywhere between 3 to 10 years of their lives telling you the right half the country you're wrong about everything. You had to watch them go, okay, we were wrong.
By the way, I hate those guys. I hate all those guys you just listed.
Yeah. Well, what? Because, what makes them different from Destiny, would you say, then?
Because they're like, when I turn on the TV to watch like a late night show, like I don't like how they're like, they're trying to blur this line between like comedy and politics, and I don't think it works at all. I think like they're doing a massive disservice to like, and I understand what they're trying to do, and I understand if you're on the like left or a Democrat and you see it, oh haha, it's funny. It's like, well, I mean, I don't know. It's just I wish they were more partisan. Like not partisan. I'm sorry. I wish they were more impartial. You know, like I wish they would make fun of Biden and Trump. You know,
they can because he's Hitler.
like you can make a joke about Trump being Hitler, and then you can make another joke about Biden being like a fucking senile old man, and it's okay. You know, do that at least, right? Like.
But the thing is, if you do believe he's Hitler, like at a field, like it is theology, like they at an ontological level, they really think he's Hitler. So for them to have made a joke about Biden, because I'm now, I don't give a shit. I mean, I thought about making my profile picture on Facebook a picture of Eric Cartman from South Park as Hitler, and then Jared from Subway.
That's crazy.
the joke being like, we live in a country of Nazis and pedophiles. Because again, the right calls you a pedophile, the left calls you a Nazi. So it's like, oh, I guess we live in a country of Nazis and pedophiles, right? because that's just me. I mean, I've always remained that way. I mean, like, it's hysterical that Trump might be on the Epstein list. That's amazing.
That is insane.
Right, and it's like, I don't care. It's comedy. I don't know. It's nonpartisan. It's just if he's on the list, and it's
You
like,
know what?
yes,
It would be that would be so much funnier to me. But I remember Obama's presidency when he came off that plane in a tan suit, and they were just shitting on him on the tan suit, and I'm like, God forbid Obama was on like a pedophile list. The country would be on fire.
That's true. See, right? Well, see, that's where I go. Well, how funny would it be if Obama? Well, two things. One would be, what if we found out Obama and Trump were having a secret affair? That's one. The other is what if we found out? Like, what if Obama came out and was like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a pedophile. I'm a proud pedophile. I don't know. What if he just admitted on live television he's a pedophile? I don't know. Like a proud one. Like, I'm not gonna apologize for that. I have an honest attraction. I don't know, but you like weird stuff too, I'm sure, huh?
Like, you know what? Like, this Trump shit, like, again, this is why I think Trump is like, dude, I wish he had smarter people around him, because he himself couldn't do it. If he just came out, like, if this Epstein shit came out and he was like, listen, I like hot women, he liked hot women. That was the extent of our relationship. We just thought women were hot. I feel like that would have been okay. Like, but no, he's like hiding shit, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know the guy. I don't know much about him." And it's
I've said that. Yeah, I've said that. Actually, it's weird because I think I know that's what he means. That's what he means to say.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because he's retarded. It comes out like, say, I don't know the guy. Because I'm ready to fully go, yeah, all right, Epstein was basically... Like, I can get into the nothing ever happened side of it, where it's like, yeah, Epstein was basically... He would sleep with young women, some of whom were younger than 18.
Yeah. No, dude, this is so explainable. Like, this is so easy. Jeffrey Epstein loved young women, right? He loved young women, right?
Right.
And he would pick them up from like shitty fucking neighborhoods in Florida or whatever and bring them to his island, right? Was this guy checking their ID? No. Right? Like, no, he wasn't.
It was, because the right-wing idea, and I guess the left one is adopting it because I guess it's useful.
Yeah.
Is like, they're pedophiles. They're fucking kids. Like, I don't, maybe, but maybe I'll grant you the maybe. But it seems more likely to me that it I don't know. I mean, because I can believe, I don't know. I don't care enough to have an opinion. It's just not that interesting to me.
Also,
as an issue.
Also, everyone is brain broken on this Epstein list bullshit, because I remember, because I watched this in real time. There was this fake leak. Oh, look at Epstein's list of people. And it's like, this wasn't even a real document. Someone must have spoofed this or something. I don't know. But then I remember everyone latched on to like the Epstein list. And then like the Epstein list became like this fucking like mythical document. Oh my God, we must get the list.
Yeah.
And then fucking Kash Patel and that other retard, Dan Bongino or whatever, he's like, yeah, we're going to get the list. And it's like, oh my God. It's like, you guys fucked yourselves, because there was never a fucking list. There might have been like flight logs or something, but there was no fucking list.
Now, on the top, because some will say, well, Epstein had his entire island rigged with cameras, and that's why the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, there's it's an issue because there's like layers to how extreme you can get with that theory. Because the most extreme is like, everyone's on that list. Tom Hanks is on that list. Yeah. Tom Hanks. Like, there's a video of Tom Hanks.
I saw it. Yeah.
There's people who will say, no, there's a video out there, it's true, of Tom Hanks, Stephen Hawking, Bill Gates molesting children.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
They're that they think it's that.
And part of me,
the opposite.
Go ahead.
What were you, part of you what?
I'm saying part of me is like, if Epstein was legitimately filming this shit to blackmail people, how the fuck did he ever get arrested, right? Like, right? Like, he would have just dropped the tapes.
Oh yeah.
Like, if he has this blackmail, why doesn't he just use it? Like, what the fuck is the point of having the blackmail if you don't use it?
Yeah. See, that's a really good fucking point. Motherfucker. I never thought of that.
It's just like it's just and then this whole thing, like, I don't know. It's funny and it's sad, but it's also funny.
It's funny. It's well, because again, the opposite extreme is what we just said, where it's like, oh, it's probably just I don't know. It's probably, again, he liked young women.
Mm-hmm.
He never really checked the ages, or even if he did, it was a personal thing for him that he never really talked about with other people. Maybe they knew a little bit, but I don't know. And again, there's a middle ground where it's like, yeah, there are some pedophiles, but it's super secret, and it's, you know, like, and again, ultimately, it's not a cool issue, you know. Oh, we kind of skipped over Harris. What did you think of Kamala Harris?
Okay, so like,
because I know this is jumping back to Biden.
Oh no,
he looks old as shit and pops out.
We're good.
So
Listen,
they put in Harris. What do you think?
Okay, I am not opposed to a Harris presidency at all. Right?
Okay.
I think it's going to be very identical to like a Biden presidency. Right?
It's the DNC platform. It's just
the issue, though, where they fucked up was just appointing her as the head or as the new nominee, right? Because then it's like all the fucking leftists are like, look, see, they are totalitarians, and then all the people on the right are like, see, they are fucking totalitarians or whatever. They just installed a new head of the whatever, and then it's like we already. I feel like when that happened and that narrative spread that like, oh, the DNC just appoints whoever they want, it's like we've lost. Like we already lost. You know, like we lost the election.
You know what's funny is I was on the conservative blah blah blah. That never bought. I thought that was a cheap line. I thought it's like, cheap, well, she's the vice president.
Yeah, exactly.
She's the vice president. Just get over it. She's the vice. She was always the next in line. Like, it's. I thought it was. It. I guess it clearly worked.
Yeah, that shit worked.
So all right, I'll take the win. But I didn't like if they. It's because only if the reverse happened with Trump. I don't know. I guess Vance is the nominee. I don't know. It's It's again. It's a line. It's effective. It's good to spot those. I think if you're on any side, it's like when you know when your own side is just doing a line.
Yeah, it's like. I mean, obviously, it was politically effective, you know, and like
it worked.
Yeah.
The problem when you do stuff like that is it kind of breaks trust a little bit, just because it's like, well, you're not being honest. It's like, come on, just be honest. Like, yeah, I'm really, because I see how it looks like. Oh, they just appointed her out of nowhere. It's like it would have been that way, I guess, if they put in Hillary Clinton. Okay, fine. I'm gonna that was weird. But Harris is the VP already. Like of course she's next in line. So I don't know. Did you think she was retarded?
No, I think her issue is like she's doing this fucking prim and proper Democrat.
Yeah.
And it's like you should have got on stage and called Trump a cracker. Like, what the fuck?
She called him a motherfucker.
But I mean, like,
in private.
Yeah, but I mean, you should have done that in front of the whole nation. Like, you should have stooped to his level, and I think you had a good chance of beating him. Like,
I agree totally. My first Substack article was about why she can't do that, which is basically, I think it's super interesting because these people, I forget what I called it. I don't know what you can call it. Maybe I don't know if it's called the Kamala Harris effect, but it's this thing where you spend decades in a bureaucracy where you are promoted and demoted based purely on your ability to conform.
Yep.
So when you do that, you basically just file away all the interesting things about yourself.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
And I think that Tom.
I said exactly. You're right. Yep.
And I think that's what happened with the DNC over the past, I mean, honestly, 3 decades, where it's like you became such a bureaucracy where you kicked out all the interesting people, or you suppressed all the interesting ideas enough where no one says them. So, and I think that's a big reason why they lost. I think people could sense how fake they were. And then she fucking. Did you think she was gonna win?
No.
Or lose?
Okay, I was a little hopeful, but like once I was sitting down on election day, I'm like, damn, she's gonna lose.
What made you feel that way?
It was like slowly seeing, because I thought it was gonna be a close race, right? And then like
I did too.
And then once I saw, because I'm in Arizona, once I saw Arizona flip red, I was like, nah, it's over. I was like, we're fucked.
Okay.
I was like, no, we're done.
Yeah, apparently I watched David Pakman the day after, and it was just, that's, again, it felt very satisfying to see all these people be wrong. That's part of it. I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's like, I guess that's the thing. By November 2024, we were all 4chan.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I guess, again, to tie it back to the beginning, it's like we're all 4chan.
Yeah.
We're all the people going, let's send these people fucking home. Like, get out. Go. Get out of here. Go home. We don't want you in power anymore. You guys are dorks. What was a fringe position in 2016 had to become totally apparent 8 years later.
Yeah.
Where it's like, now it's like, oh, okay, Trump was really right about everything.
Yeah.
We didn't even mention the border. It was just open. Right?
See, it's like,
what do you think it's the line?
It's like the border shit pisses me off, because I think, like, let's say 3 million immigrants come across the border, right? And no one stops them. They just walk in, right?
Okay.
And we're talking about the southern border, Mexico, right? They're going to be in California, Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, maybe Vegas. Maybe if they're really, brave, they'll go all the way up to like Colorado or Utah, right? But like that's going to become a Southwest issue. We need to deal with that. I think that the governments of California, Arizona, Texas, etc., they are well equipped to deal with whoever the fuck comes through. What I hate when these fuckers in Pennsylvania who don't have a fucking job because their local representatives sold them out to Amazon's data center, right? And they're complaining and they're pissed that there's a Mexican in California farming like peppers and potatoes, right? It's like, dude, look around you. Like, you've been sold out by your local representation to the highest fucking AI bidder, right? Who is now building a data center that's only going to employ like 300 people in a town where the population is 10,000, right? And now you're fucked. You have no job. They're taking all the resources. The city is fucking passing fucking bills. They're like, fuck the people who live here. We want this money, And it's like that shit pisses me off, because it's like, okay, you can view it as a national, great replacement theory, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it's like, you're in Pennsylvania. They're not coming to you. They're not going to reach you. Like, you have time. You have like 8 years before the first Mexican settles in from that border crisis, settles in fucking whatever Pennsylvania to build a family. Like, come on.
Right. So the thing is, what the right started doing, they did start flying immigrants into like the blue cities.
Oh yeah, like
and
New
it did
York
have
and
an
shit.
effect.
Yeah, New York and shit. Yeah,
and it started to make sense. Like, oh, that's why we got to shut the border down. Okay.
But it's like,
yeah.
I remember.
Point, though.
I remember, like, my parents complaining about like the immigrants, because it's New York City. New York City is a sanctuary city, right?
Right.
But it's like, I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, are you not pissed about the vacant buildings in Manhattan that are owned by China and Saudi Arabia, and that are just taking up space and raising up the commercial and residential rents in all of the city, like in the entire city?
Hypocritical. Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are we talking about?
You're cutting ahead again, because that's what we're in actually. this is what we are in before Charlie Kirk got shot.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
That changes everything because what happened in 2025. I mean, because I guess we're kind of So Trump wins, and it just feels glorious. And then the first few weeks or months are glorious. It's just every day. At least if you're on the right, every day is a win.
Mm-hmm.
Like every day is like right wing, yeah. White men, yeah. And I'm cutting because I am a bit tired physically, and my mouth is like, so I'm cutting ahead a bit.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening the past 9 months, MAGA's kind of becoming a little dorky.
Yeah.
I think because it's kind of like the economy's only gotten worse.
Yeah.
So now it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of funny.
Dude,
I'll be honest.
I feel so fucked up when I was thinking this, but like, I will see people on news channels and they're like, I had this job, but Trump passed this executive order or whatever, and now the funding's been moved, and now I'm broke. And I want to just point and laugh, like, you silly bitch. This is what happens when you like don't take rhetoric seriously. But I will say that like deep down inside, I do want more Americans to have jobs, and I don't want like blue collar workers. Like I feel like that is so important to like the American identity, and we need more of that.
Now, my leftist thought, this is where I get, I guess, a bit leftist, is I afraid if I open the show with it, but there might be, I was asked by a right-wing guy, a conservative capitalist guy, like, because I use the term late-stage capitalism or end-stage capitalism or end-game capitalism, and he's like, well, what do you mean by that? And he stumped me. He got me. I was like, hey, what do I do? What do I mean? So I kind of had to think about it. I would define it's endgame, as in like the winners and losers have been decided. It's over. It's over. It's like the Super Bowl. It's like, you know how at the Super Bowl, there's 2 teams left and there's 30 losers. We might, we might be at that stage where it's like, all right, the winners and losers have been decided, and all the economic indicators, even now, but again, especially before Charlie Kirk was murdered, all the indicators were like, oh, that's just kind of it. And again, I said this before, that I don't know if it's on air. I was on Reddit. Let's see, wink, wink. I was on Reddit, and this guy said, it was on the homeless Reddit, and said he's homeless in San Diego, and he said his dad makes $200,000 a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, and I'm homeless. At scale, that is devastating. Because that guy is holding up, because it's the idea is like, well, I earned this money. We're gonna, and that's a part of Trumpism for sure. A lot of that might be the defining feature of MAGA as compared to maybe stuff to the right of it. It's Nixonism, because there's a good book, Nixonland, that gets into that was kind of Nixon's pitch in 1968 was, we're going to get all these animals and crazies and radicals off your back. We're going to get the government off your back. And you're going to go back to being law and order. And it was kind of Reagan's pitch as well. It's, there's a lot of crazy animals out there. And we're going to put our stop to them. And we'll make sure you're going to give them off your back. You're a hard-working average American. You go to work, come home.
Yep.
Like, that's right-wing liberal. Because the idea is like, yeah, I'm an individual. I have a family that I take care of, but I'm an individual, right?
And more on that. I think like people are chasing, and I don't know this for a fact, but I want to say between like the 80s and the early 2000s, there was this like, I go to work, I work, I come home, I put on the football game, I drink a beer, My wife nags me.
Yes.
My kid is just out riding his bike or something, whatever,
Yes.
And I do this. Oh, and then on the weekends, there's like a barbecue. I say what's up to the other husbands.
Yes.
We complain about our wives. Yay.
Yes.
And that was in that time, that lifestyle was viewed as like, oh, that kind of sucks. But I think people have this collective nostalgia and they want to go back to those times where like, oh, I can work a job. I can have enough money to have a house and a nagging wife and a kid and a dog and a barbecue on the weekends. But it's like,
because there's no more wives, there's no more barbecues. You have your shitty 1-room apartment.
Yep.
That's your life. That's just your life, and it's that, and that's social. It's both. It's both, I guess, but it really is cultural because there's no reason why you can't live in an apartment with your friends. But a lot of them don't.
Yeah, there's like this combination of like, we with the whole push through like Obama's presidency up until now, even at the end of Bush's, there was this whole push and this whole focus on like social issues, right? And while we're focused on these social issues, the economic issues are like, there are companies signing deals and selling out. They're closing down factories in your hometowns.
The thing with Obama, and I think Ben Shapiro. I mean, I add on to Ben Shapiro's theory because again, he's a hardcore capitalist. I'm not. My thing with Obama 2012 is I would say that is when Obama made a deal with the corporations that, all right, we're not going to go after your money.
Yep.
Which already makes it kind of unappealing to working class people because it's like, okay, well, why am I voting for you? You're not going to help me. That's where the woke comes in. That's where you create again an entire you create the gay identity. That was already there, but it evolved from just gay to LGBTQ plus. And now that's its own class of voter. Again, this race is more complicated, so.
But
I know
even with that, it's like, think about it like this: as a nation, yes, these social issues are important, right? But it's like, can we yes, we want to focus on all these minority rights. Can we make sure people can like afford a house? You know what I mean? Can we do
you gotta earn it. You gotta earn it.
Like, can we?
If the fundamental belief is liberal, that is liberal. It's you gotta earn it yourself.
And it's like can we not sell out on like manufacturing? Like, I'm a big believer in domestic manufacturing. I don't think it should be a large portion of our economy, but I believe there should be enough like you will get not red pilled, but you'll get black pilled when you're driving cross country and you pass through these little towns and it's just
North Staten Island's like that.
It's like nothing. It's like all there is to do is to smoke, drink, and go to work. And that is so depressing to me. It's like, holy shit. Like,
well, that's the Rust Belt. And the thing is, again, a big part of Trump winning last year was those social conditions. I think they spread everywhere. So now the cities feel the same way, where it's like, what do we do here even?
Yep. And that's the Democratic blind side. That's their blind side, is they're focused on the cities and these people, in the cities, and what rights can we afford them? What can we do for them socially? While they're ignoring, because the one big critique of Hillary was the flyover states thing, right? It's like they're ignoring the people in like fucking Macon, Georgia, and like all these little towns around America where like they've been gutted, they've been suffering, they've been, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing they can really do.
Yeah, and again, they see. I mean, there was an advertisement for the Democratic from Trump, I think, where some guy says, the moment I became Republican was when the Democrats seemed to care more about a boy in my daughter's locker room over me getting a job. Yeah. That's a lot of people. Now here's the point. Here's the flip. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
What happens when Trump doesn't care about you getting a job? Actually,
Well, I think that's I think like we are very close. We are like one bribe away from like.
we're at that.
What'd you say?
One bribe away from what?
We are one bribe away from Donald Trump saying "fuck you" to the working class and the poor.
Okay, so that was and then Charlie Kirk gets shot.
Yeah.
And that's okay. So where, I don't know, where are you with that mentally? Because that was a week ago, I think today.
99. Okay, let's start with the 1%. 1% of me was like, this is no. Let me break it up. 10% of me was like, this man did not deserve to die. Right? Fucked up. Right? Another 10% of me was like. It was also a very horrific action. Like, imagine how many little kids and like wives and,
his
daughters.
his child saw that. His
Right?
child and his wife. Yeah.
Then there's 80% of me that is like, I truly don't give a flying fuck.
Why is that? Why the 80%?
And the reason why I don't give a fuck is because I wanna make it very clear that if, let's say I don't believe, let's say me, right? Me, I don't believe trans people should get surgeries or whatever, right? Let's say I believe that, right?
Yeah.
Then I will go on tour and I will say shit like I'll be like, okay, with the trans issue, I understand that these people believe that they are indeed, you know, man or woman or whatever, and they want to get their surgeries. I just don't think that is something that we should allow in this nation. I don't believe we should put any government money towards it. I don't believe there should be any protections in the law for it, whatever. But when Charlie Kirk goes up there and he's like imagine if you're a trans youth and Charlie Kirk goes up there and he literally says trans people are demonic. They're trying to steal our children.
Yeah.
They're trying to. If I'm a brain broken, terminally online trans person, I'm gonna go get my gun and I'm gonna shoot you in the head, right? Like,
no, honestly, I don't. I'll give him more credit, young man. If you're a normal trans person and they're out there, I would understand if you felt the same way, because it's like the guy's calling you a demon.
Yeah, it's like look,
he's saying it. He's saying he's gonna come after you eventually.
It's like because this is why I'm a centrist, because like, I believe that you can have real gripes on all of these social, cultural war issues, but what you cannot do is you cannot go out there and tell your followers, tell the people they're demonic, they're coming for your children, they want to burn this country down, etc.
That's what that's my exact thought. Yeah, it's weird. It's so, I don't know. I mean, because there's videos of both Charlies, like there is the nice Charlie. And of course, there's the videos where he's like, these people are demons and they're ruining this country. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, I am not surprised at all. That's, I guess, my point. Is that why would you be? I mean, I felt the same way when Trump was shot last year.
Mm-hmm.
Is like, why would you're surprised?
You know what? I was more surprised with Trump only because I don't think Trump is as like, he's not as violent with his rhetoric. You know what I mean? Like,
that's just fun, and that's why it is funny. People call him Nazis. Like, he's a '90s Democrat. The more he is probably retarded.
Yeah, I think he's retarded.
He's retarded, but his social. I mean, dude, today he was like, "Yeah, apparently they're saying income equality is a big problem. I'm a popularist." That's not even a word.
Yeah,
I don't think a popularist. But it's like, all right, I'll take it. All right, I'm glad. It's part of why I voted for him. Is like, okay, he will say shit like that, and he will. He's retarded. I do think he means it. Just because I just think he's good like that. Like he's a retard who will know where the wind's going.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the math changes because Charlie was shot and murdered.
Yeah.
But there's a very good. I don't think Trump's. Do you think he's going to run again or? I don't think he will anymore. I used to think he would, but
I think there's a lot of time left, and I think depending on what
okay.
happens, because like, let me put it this way: if JD Vance gets shot, right,
Yeah,
Trump is going to be like, this country's out of control. I need to declare martial
yeah,
law. I need to, and then
right.
he'll use that as an excuse to, I will be in power for another
Right.
term. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because a part of me, cause I don't know. I know apparently the rule is like if he runs again, like he just kind of can't, as in like he can't even be put on the ballot,
Yeah.
you know. But then it's like I mean, and that's where I don't know, because then that's where you do a write-in campaign. But then there could be an official. I don't know. I just it's possible he could run again. He's been more clear lately that he's not, and he really will just step aside and let Vance run.
Mm-hmm.
And Vance even more than Trump, because I wouldn't have pushed it past Trump to run as an economic, like kind of a leftist a little bit, just to win votes.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact Vance is, because he does believe in, like he's more of a nationalist, so he doesn't mind embracing economic left wing things to save the country.
Yep.
So that's good. But yeah, Charlie Kirk, as for Kirk, yeah, he was a bulldog
Yeah.
more than Trump was.
Yeah.
I mean, there's pictures of Trump. Like Trump is friends with Caitlyn Jenner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a video of him with the pride flag.
Yeah.
Kirk wasn't that.
Nope.
And I don't know. Again, when you said brain dead, terminally online, I thought you were going to say the right way, because there's a lot of those guys who don't get it. Like, why would they shoot this great man? It's like, well, I love Charlie Kirk. I love Charlie Kirk. I thought he was great, but I don't know. He should have done what he should have. He should have been the calm Kirk all the time.
Yeah.
Like you don't need, because even his rhetoric was really crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like he'd say we got to bring back. Well, he said we got to bring back public executions,
Yep.
execution, and then he got publicly executed.
That's fucking dark.
So, right, but it's like, and it happened. Like, do you know what he was talking about
Yeah,
when
I did.
he got shot?
All the irony, the gang violence.
Mass shootings. Oh my god! And it was under a "prove me wrong" sign,
Yeah.
which I guess he was.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, man, because I don't know. It's funny because so we're recording this tonight. I don't know. I don't know. Do you think it's a big deal? Or is it another like that Jimmy Kimmel got fired? Is that? I don't think that's a nothing burger.
It's what we've been seeing is like there's a lot of these companies that are like, I wouldn't say bowing down, but they're like, hey, we're just gonna side with Trump on everything, you know, just because they don't want to get like fucked by the government. So, I mean,
Right. Well, Colbert was fired fair and square because, and not even he was just his show was canceled. That it wasn't. It's his show. Yeah, canceled. Yeah, as in it's all right. There's one season left and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
They were treating it like, oh, he's canceled for his opinions. What are you doing? This is censorship. And it's like, no one really watches late night anymore for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
Some of them are political, some of them aren't. But it's a dying business, so of course it's not making any money.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm trying to blank because I am pretty tired. I'm pretty.
Oh yeah, we can end now.
We're almost done. We're almost done though, because this is sort of I want to get your predictions and where we go.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say before we do that. Fuck. I can't even. I'm blank. I think. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Do you think Kimmel being fired is or he's suspended? That's political.
Yeah, it is political, but it's kind of a nothing burger just because, like, I could have told you this would have happened, especially given what he said. And I'm not saying what he said
Well, because he
warranted.
said it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying it warranted the suspension. Well, maybe. I don't fucking know. Like, I just think that ABC owes Trump a shit ton of money. And so, like,
They do.
yeah, so they're, like, trying to play it, like, safe or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so today is September 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Where I am, it's now the 18th of November or whatever.
Shit, yeah, bro. Damn, I know.
I'm sorry, not November, September.
Yeah.
So, what do you? I wish do you have money to bet? Because I don't. I'm not a betting guy.
I have no money to bet. No.
All right. How about Monopoly money? Got imaginary money?
Sure. Yeah. Let's do Monopoly money.
All right. Let's get some bets going. I'm trying to. Okay. All right. I'm trying. Oh, it's dark. Within the next 6 months, you will see another. You will see a prominent left-wing commentator shot. Or another, like, I don't have any money, sorry. I'm good, thank you. Yes, oh, that was live on air, brother. I'm outside.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you? How would you bet any money on that?
I don't even know. There's gonna. You know what I would say? I would say there's going to be another instance of political violence. I don't know who's going to be the victim, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
How soon do you think?
I think it's right now. This kid is on trial, so it's probably going to be, I would say, 6 months away from now.
Okay.
So let 6 months pass, and then something else will happen.
Do you think there's a chance more stuff will just happen quicker and quicker? Or, because I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, because right now we're in this weird phase. We're just kind of canceling each other and getting each other fired from our jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'll escalate, but I'm gonna take the opposite of that. I think this Kimmel thing's a big deal because it really is a message like, you better watch what you fucking say, or, I mean, we'll do stuff, dude. It's going to start with you being fired, and we might escalate it to you're inciting violence. I mean, as a conservative, I don't know if I do it, but I do think there's an argument to me where it's like, yeah, you called him a Nazi for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised someone didn't do this in 2020, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I don't know.
I think what's more likely to happen is there's going to be something that happens geopolitically that is going to, like, maybe China invades Taiwan. Maybe, like,
that would just be that'd be wild.
And it's because,
yeah, right.
And I think they're going to take advantage because right now, to the world, we look like we're on the brink of civil war. So, like, I think
now's the move.
Yeah, someone's going to take geopolitical advantage of us and do something.
Yeah, I had one or two friends say that. I think one friend told me that today, that the time is right for something like that to happen.
Yeah.
What do you think will happen then? Do you think that'll get us back together, or will it be like?
No,
I don't know.
I think we're gonna see like a stonewalling from, like, I don't know how impartial the Dems want to be right now, but what I do know is that when that geopolitical event happens, Trump and his cabinet is going to be tested, and I don't think he's going to respond in the best way. It won't be terrible, but he won't respond in the best way, and then that will be like a scandal or whatever, you know?
But that might be preferable to Civil War, right?
Yeah.
In some way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that kind of sounds because I call it I guess I don't know. Maybe it's I call it I guess it is a physics word, inertia, right?
Yeah.
As in this thing called liberal capitalism. Well, not just liberal capitalism, but just the status quo usually wins. It seems like in politics. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever yesterday looked like is most likely it's gonna look like tomorrow.
Yep.
So, but the thing is, I don't know. Charlie Kirk was alive a week ago.
Yeah.
So that's a good line to end on. Fuck, I fucked up because I'm almost done, but it's because I think it's my thing. I'm looking for is I do think they're gonna start going after left wing people.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of them, and I don't know if when that happens, if the left wing, I'm talking liberal left wing people like the mainstream,
Yeah.
if they'll go, I don't think they're gonna go along with it. I think they're gonna see this is Hitler. It's him being Hitler now.
You know
and
what?
then I don't know what happens.
He's gonna do it in a covert way, though. So it's not gonna be like everyone who's a registered Democrat line up in the camps. It's gonna be like
Right.
It's gonna be more like
firings and
Yeah,
lawsuits.
Yeah.
And even some arrests. I mean, okay, here's one. What are the chances Destiny or Hassan Piker gets arrested in 6 months? Over the next 6 months.
That's good. And you know, by the way, just so it's clear, I fucking hate Hassan Piker. But anyways,
really, why?
Because
too leftist?
First of all, he's retarded, and second of all, he does not care about America. Like, he does not want America to continue.
He's a Castroist, Che Guevara, Lenin, Hamas.
Yeah, like
Bin Laden. That's interesting. Okay, I can see that.
Like, at least, and I know you hate Destiny, but it's like, at least Destiny.
I don't hate anyone, but I have disagreements. I think he could be better.
Sure, but at least Destiny at the end of the day is like, I want America to exist. You know what I mean?
And he sees Trump. No, you're right. And he sees Trump as the existential threat.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
Do you still like Destiny, or
oh yeah, I watch Destiny.
Where are you with him now?
I watch Destiny every day.
Well, what do you think of his? Because over the past year, I think his rhetoric against Trump, in my view, is insane. But I don't. What do you think?
He does not like, and this is because he's very like autistic about all these details and shit. And I mean, sure, you can be that. He does not like Trump's handling of like procedural political matters. So like
that's liberal. That's liberal.
Yeah. So like the fact that Trump is like executive orders instead of laws, and the fact that Trump is like posting like the Department of War is going to invade Chicago and shit like that. Like that to him is like, this is insane. This is insanity.
Right.
And
but why does he want to? I don't think he's like, unless it's almost like an Alex Jones troll, but I think he means it when he's like, yeah, I'm glad Charlie's dead.
Oh yeah,
or
no,
I'm glad
he definitely. I'm pretty well. I don't with him.
Is that hyperbolic, or is that like, no, he really fucking means that?
With him, it's like it's a little confusing because he's called Charlie Kirk demonic. He's called Charlie Kirk like evil. He's called him all these things, and I'm pretty sure he has said something in the past about like, I'm glad he's dead, but I don't know. I don't like his strategy is he's trying to be he's trying to be like Trump supporters. He's trying to be like he's trying to, like, you know, remember how when George Floyd died, there was the George Floyd challenge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what?
You don't know about this?
I might. Remind me.
It's like, so George Floyd dies, right? And then there's like this thing called the George Floyd challenge where like people are kneeling on their friends' necks and taking pictures.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
okay.
So he's trying to match that kind of energy with everything he says.
Yeah, but Hassan Piker is much better at that, I think, in my view. See, it's funny. I have the inverse. I don't know, because I know Hassan Piker said insane stuff too. but what's it called? What was I saying? It's because he's so anti-institutionalist.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense to me. It feels weird. I mean, yeah, I guess unless I guess because I guess a liberal sees the institutions as defending themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when Destiny is railing against Trump, he's saying this motherfucker's coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see it. I don't know. I guess either as a collectivist or conservative or whatever you call me, I see the rules and institutions as the thing that's fucking me up. I don't see them as protecting me at all. Does that make sense?
No, it does. I just want to say, like, based on what you're telling me right now, based on your political ideology, Destiny will not shoot you if he was in power, but Hassan would shoot you.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, Destiny, no, I agree. Well, Destiny would shoot the people who shoot people.
Yeah,
interestingly
sure.
enough, which I guess I mean, that's. I might have to re-record my own thing because I was interrupted a lot. I was in public and whatever. I wanted to talk about one proposal being what you could call the. I mean, is the centrist dictator basically
Mm-hmm.
that just restores order in this totally apolitical centrist way. And even that's a little different than I don't think you've read this book. It's Tony Blair wrote a book 2 years ago. And I don't know, you might or might not agree with this. I'm actually curious. So he writes this book defending and extolling the virtue of centrist liberalism that just hates the public
Mm-hmm.
and wants to morph them into Star Trek citizens. And he's open about it. It's very interesting because usually like there's no appeal to like democracy and like it's like no, it's like you people are retarded and you will be made better against your will.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Yeah, that's me.
Rory, that's interesting because that's interesting because I'm like yeah,
I don't.
huh?
I'm not like. I don't like the whole fucking Star Trek. What's the word? Idealization, right? Like I'm more like
progressive liberalism.
yeah. Like I don't. That's not. I'm very much like people are stupid, and if left to their own devices, they'll be swayed by like not evil people, but by like people who just want things from them, right? And like we see this with the rising credit card debt. We see this with like people are just like and I'm like, yeah, you know, sometimes you need credit cards because you're broke or whatever, but it's like like at the end of the day, it's like people will put themselves in bad positions either because they don't know enough or because they can't reason enough, right? And it's like like I think that there should just be like some things you just can't debate about, you know, like like
which is
like vaccines. Okay, you're worried about autism and shit. Good. Would you rather have an autistic child or would you rather die of measles at like 23 years old? You know what I mean? It's like
and now
pick.
There's something interesting you can do where you just deprive the people the right to choose that.
Yeah.
You just go, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
But and I think this is the unforced error, or it might actually not be because left liberalism. It is again, it's very childish. So they'll say all that stuff and then go, yeah, but democracy.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, no, what you're saying is anti-democratic. So I would respect you more if you just embraced it.
Yeah.
Like if you really went like trans people are fine and shut the fuck up. I would respect that more, I think. I you know, again, it's like aggressive centrism or center liberalism where it's like I don't give a fuck. You will be made. I will civilize you against your will.
Yep, exactly that. Yep.
So, all right, that's because I'm like I guess that's it's probably gonna end on because it's like I'm the inverse, where I'm like the whole I trust the people to make their own decisions, and I do distrust, I guess, institutions that seek to civilize the people against their will. Because it's called popular sovereignty, where it's like I do think communities have the right to be who they are, and when you subvert that, I get uncomfortable.
You know what? I'm perfectly okay with people choosing on their own as long as there aren't other people. Like I can approach like a small town in like Michigan. Fuck Flint, Michigan, right? I could go to Flint, Michigan, and I can tell the people of Flint, Michigan that the reason why their water is shit is because 30 years ago, a Democrat politician hired this company to replace all the pipes with the lead pipes, right? And then they're gonna be like, "Oh, is that true?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, it's true." And what we should do is we should go to his house and we should string him up. And then everyone's gonna be like, they're pissed because they don't have the water. I'm giving them a story that's easy to believe in, and they're gonna go with me to go string this guy up. And it's like, is that really the people choosing, or am I just giving them a believable? You know what I mean? Like,
has Destiny made that point before?
I don't think so, but I've just seen that. Like, I've seen it happen in real time. Like Epstein. Epstein is a great example where it's like look at Epstein. Epstein is the reason why there's so much depravity in our government. Look, Bill Clinton. Look, Tom Hanks. Look, like when you list Bill Clinton, Tom Hanks, and what's the name of the fucking wheelchair dude?
Stephen Hawking.
Good. Okay,
Stephen Hawking.
When I say all three of those names, right? I've got politics, so I've got the government with Bill Clinton. I've got Hollywood with Tom Hanks, and I've got academia with what's his name, right? And so I'm giving I'm giving you very easy villains, right? Because the average person doesn't know shit about Hollywood. They just right? They don't know shit about Stephen Hawking and like fucking relativity and all those theories. They don't know shit about Bill Clinton and what legislation he helped get passed in like the fucking 90s. They don't know any of that. But if I give them these villains, these mysterious people that they don't know much about, but I'm like, oh, they're the reason why everything is bad now, then they're like, sign me up, let's go get them,
That's very centrist lib. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's gonna be all right. Because I'm deepy.
Yeah.
But no, that's a good. All right. So how about this? And I guess we'll go over this off the air. But next episode, I'll try to. I mean, I love Wikipedia, so we could just start. I don't know. We just go through what liberalism even is.
Yes, that sounds very good.
Because it sounds like you're more. Yeah, you sound more like a liberal than I am at this point. But I got to think. That's interesting. I got to think about that. Any other closing thoughts before you shut off that microphone, sir?
No, I think this is good, and I don't know how the fuck we're gonna get this out, but
you got a YouTube channel, sir?
Yeah, you got a YouTube. Do you have a YouTube you can put this on?
I do.
Nice.
I do.
That's perfect. Okay, good. Then
Okay. If you say that's off the air.
Yeah, let me stop. Let me stop recording now, and then we can talk about this.
Whoa, we gotta say goodbye to the audience.
Oh,
they tuned in. They gave it their time. Thank you, audience.
Audience, thanks for listening to me rambling.
And me rambling on episode 1 of Enlightened Centrist. It's too funny of a name because it's already a meme.
Yeah.
So, I think because we'll get more in the water because I think it's pretty clear you and I are both. If anyone's listened to this whole thing, it's clear. Like, all right, you guys are pretty center. Like you just kind of tell it like it is. Kind of, see both sides.
They're gonna call us retarded.
They're retarded. You just give it right back. You're retarded. How about that? Problem done. Solved.
Right.
Thanks for tuning in, and catch you next time.
Yeah, catch you next time.
And boom.